That means CIF playoffs. Here is Mickey Dale.
It's Imperial Tiger football on KXORadio.com. Now, let's get ready for the kickoff with George Grijalva and Mickey Dale. Tiger football on KXORadio.com.
Good evening and welcome to Larry Shimamoto Eddie Simpson Stadium for the opening round game of San Diego Section CIF Division III football between the visiting Patrick Henry Patriots of San Diego and the Imperial Tigers. I'm Mickey Dale along with George Grijalva. And George, this is the 5th consecutive playoff appearance for the Tigers. 10th in the last 11 years, and you kind of get used to that, being here from Imperial. We always had pretty good ball clubs.
Yes, we did. I love that, what you posted about the class of 72. That was awesome.
Oh, it was.
All the comments that were coming in, that was great.
There's so much talk about the 73 team that did so awfully well here and winning the championship and everything else. And then when Royce was there and they went 11-0 before a loss and all. But that team of 72 was really, really good.
and we knew every one of them, too.
Oh, yeah. And so I think that kind of set the table for the 73 team. But that 72 team, that was another one that you really look forward to Friday nights because you knew our team was going to come out hunting for bears. So it was always good to see on that.
This was the place to be on Friday nights. I remember packed all the way around on both sides of the track.
I remember my dad would want me to bring a blanket down to put down over to the left over here after school so that they would have a place to sit at the top, So, and a lot of people did that back then. After school, there were blankets all over the place, saving seats for that night. So it's been a winning tradition here in Imperial, and we're continuing that tonight. The 5th-seeded Tigers ended the regular season last week 7-3 after a 42-14 rout of Southwest in the 13th annual Johnny Romero Fireman's Helmet game. The 12th-seeded Patriots were last year's Division IV champions of San Diego Section CIF after a 10-3 season, but have struggled to a 2-7 campaign under their new head coach Colby Davies. That record, though, however, and I was telling you, George, before we started, somewhat misleading, as Patrick Henry lost 4 of those 7 games by a touchdown or less. So they could just as easily be 6-3 as 2-7. They're in a tough Eastern League that saw Christian High win, and we've seen them over the past. They won the title over Mira Mesa La Jolla San Diego High School, who won a CIF championship just a few years ago, and then the Patriots. So that's what we have set up here. Right now the Tigers are back in the locker room with their last minute talking with head coach David Shaw, while the Patriots are on the field now in their all-white uniforms with dark green helmets, with a Patriots similar to what the New England Patriots, but it's gold instead of what the Patriots have. And then they've got green lettering, and then you don't see those on the shoulder pads very often, but it's old school, the old varsity look of 3 stripes, 1 color and 1 in the middle of it. I kind of like the looks of that. We'll look at last week's Tiger victory over the Southwest Eagles when our pregame show continues in just a moment.
This is Jason Jackson, and I'm running to return to the El Centro City Council. Are you tired of reading about crime in El Centro? Are you tired of having to deal with an ever-increasing homeless population? Me too. This is my home, and over the last 2 years, I have been frustrated over the lack of leadership in addressing these 2 issues. I have a proven track record of solving our city's issues, and with your help, I will bring my leadership and experience back to El Centro. I will work to address the safety of our residents and businesses, and I will work with stakeholders in addressing and reducing our homeless population. So on November 8th, vote Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council 2022.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Mickey Dale and George Grijalva just minutes before the kickoff in today's game. The opening round of the CIF playoffs featuring Imperial and Patrick Henry. The 73 Tigers are coming off their most productive game offensively this season. We have been talking about every game. We need to get that 300 gain, that 300 yards in a game. We finally got that last week. 3 Tiger quarterbacks combined to complete 16 of 17 passes for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns. Gavin Robles was perfect, 11 for 11. Norman for 125 of the yards and a score, while C.J. Tiernan completed all 3 of his passes. And then we saw Jaden Ayala come up, and he completed his first one, and the second one looked like perfectly in the hands of the receiver, dropped, but then completed the next one for a touchdown. So he was 2 of 3 with a touchdown in his first varsity efforts. Zachary caught his second TD pass of the season, and Seth Shaw completed his first. I kind of surprised you with that. I said that's his first completed reception of the year.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Right, he's had so many rushing touchdowns, but nothing through the air. But he got his first one last week, and so that was kind of cool. And Seth, of course, has been most productive running, and he was again last week. Had his best game rushing of the year. 81 yards, scored 3 times as the Tigers tallied 129 yards on the ground, 344 of total offense.
We needed that one.
We needed that one.
Going into the playoffs, we needed that.
That was our first 300-plus game of the season. Defensively, Joel Villacampos picked off a pair of interceptions and was in on a sack as well last week. And then sophomore Darian Romo was in on 9 tackles officially.
He had a good game.
He had a fantastic game and led the team in that department. The Pride of Imperial band you will hear in the background. A beautiful night for football. So we have the windows open and are going to enjoy the Pride of Imperial while we're doing our pregame show here. Do a little NFL stuff. Lee Elder checking in. He's been giving us the gas prices back in Ohio in Talmadge. You know, he says this is a premium game, so you're using premium prices. So $4.65 is the premium price back in Talmadge, Ohio. So glad to have you around here once again, Lee. And Margaret listening at home. And I got to tell you. Did you see that? Oh, my word. She got into a roll last night bowling and had 4 strikes in a row at one point. And then she had no open frames, either strikes or spares. All the way to the 10th frame, she got a strike on the first ball, and then she left a 10-pin. And I thought, knowing her, she'll be upset that she misses a 10-pin instead of that big game she has. So she got it, ended up with a 219. So she ripped it, and I was so proud of her. She did so good last week, too, to help us win the roll-off for the first quarter that we won. And then she comes out last night with a 219.
That's great.
It was outstanding. So, Peg, good job on that. I told her, I said, I'm going to go down. You tell me when you're listening because I'm going to brag about you.
We'll bring it up again.
Yeah, we'll always keep bringing up that kind of stuff. So we have a lot of people that we want to welcome to the airwaves tonight. We're on the radio live. We're on the YouTube channel. We're on the internet as well. And if you go on Facebook to the Imperial California Memories page, I put a link on there that you can directly hit it. It will go straight into YouTube, and then it'll come right straight to us. So all kinds of ways for you to sit back and enjoy tonight's football game. And the Patriots, we were looking and we're wanting to ask one of the coaches as they go by tonight. They've got a quarterback, quite impressive, and he was their quarterback in their championship run last year, but he was not warming up tonight, so we're going to find out about that. And we'll look at how the Patriots roll when our pregame show continues in just a moment.
Start that day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best tea in the valley with different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavor. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has supported all sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping our kids busy with school activities. Members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, call Betty or Larry Zinn at 760-355-1312. That's 760-355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Tigers and Patriots preparing to kick off the 2022 playoff season with a winner tonight, playing in La Jolla next Friday against number 4 Bishops. And we'll look at more on Patrick Henry in just a moment. The Pride of Imperial Band will have our national anthem. And it's our Pride of Imperial band. I kind of glanced down at the players, looking away from the flag for a moment. It's kind of in my vision there for a second. But I saw number 41. It reminded me of Jerry Jackson. That was the number that he had. Yes. If one of their coaches comes by, stop them and check and see on number 1 if he's going to be quarterbacking or if it's going to be number 15. So, George, while he's checking that out, the winner of tonight's game will be playing in La Jolla next Friday night against number 4 Bishops. Patrick Henry is located across from Interstate 8, just straight north of San Diego State, just to give you an idea of where it's at. And go ahead.
He said he was suspended for the game.
Really? So, dual threat quarterback that really makes this team run was apparently suspended, is not going to be playing tonight. That's Malachi Gitman. He had thrown for over 240 yards in 3 of the games this year and twice ran for over 100 yards in a game, but he will not be playing. So they're going to go with a sophomore quarterback, Eli Ruiz. As the captains come out of the middle of the field now, Ryan Lacani is one of the captains for the Patriots. And let's see the others on the far side. Hassan Noureddin is another one of their captains. And we'll get another lineman, Troy Symington, 6'3" and 285. He's big. And he is one of the captains. And the captains for the Tigers on the near side, Zach Ray, Devin Meza, Seth Shaw, and the other captain for the Tigers, Andres Gastelum. So they flip the coin right in the middle of the field where the big white eye is and the red trim around it. I love it.
I love it.
That just kind of gets you into the mood. Caprice Presley is the leading rusher for the Patriots. He rushed for 184 yards and 3 touchdowns against Mount Carmel, who's playing just north of us against Brawley. They're playing the Wildcats in Division II CIF play. We'll tell you more about those games in just a little bit. The only other time the two teams have met was in 2017. The Tigers mauled the Patriots in the opening round of CIF 41-0. Joseph Tarango threw for 178 yards and a pair of touchdowns to Santiago De La Torre and Joey Ramos. Brandon Hueso, 201 yards. They had a touchdown in that game. Defensively, Diego Hernandez had 12 solo tackles, 2 sacks, and 4 assists for Imperial. And Dakota Jones had an interception. Haven't mentioned him this season. Yeah, and Andres Duarte recovered a fumble for the Tigers. So we like to give some props to some of the Tigers from the past.
I love to hear those names from the past that we got to watch play.
You just kind of remind yourself. And, Brandon came in a couple of seasons after Royce.
Yes.
But, man, did he have a career here. He's like second to Royce on all the major categories in rushing.
Tough, though.
Yeah, he was a tough young man. So the Tigers will be kicking off. They'll be defending the south goal, so going left or right on your radio dial or on your tablet or on your phone. And Roy Platt's listening tonight. He said his Melissa high school team won last night in their game, so he doesn't have to double do it by watching one game and listening to us. So Roy back in Texas and Melissa, Texas. I didn't get a chance to ask him. I hope everything went well because there was a tornado that went through there this afternoon. Our daughter Allie in Durant, Oklahoma, had to go into a storm shelter because things got kind of squirrely. But everything's okay with that. I talked to Mom and Dad, and they had just a little bit of rain, but really nothing else besides that. So they're all good with that. Ethan Rodriguez will be kicking off for the Tigers. Ethan Gonzalez will be kicking off for the Tigers. He's still number 2 in the country punting. And right now, if he continues punting as he is, he'll be in the top 5 for San Diego Section CIF all time.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's doing real well with that. And he'll be kicking off. He's got 22 touchbacks heading into this season, or heading into tonight's ball game. And deep to receive for the Patriots. See if we can.
It looks like the 10.
It's going to be into play. Nope, it's going to go into the end zone. It'll be number 23 touchback of the season. So the Patriots will take over possession 1st and 10. As we mentioned, the Patriots in all white uniforms with green helmets, green numbers, and green and yellow stripes down their shoulder pads. And the Tigers are going to go with red jerseys and white numbers, but they're going with the white pants tonight. So got some red on one side, some white on the other side. Big crowd. You're going to hear the cheering in the background with the cheerleading corps with Imperial. And the Patriots will begin at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll get the starters for the Tigers in a second. George will get that all set up for you.
Number 5 at QB.
Yeah, it was a 5 or 15. It was Reese, number 15, I think it is, that's going to be starting at quarterback. He's a sophomore, 5'8" and 150. But kind of pressed into duty this week.
Okay.
Hand off over to the left side. Tigers are there for it. He's going to get nowhere. It's going to be Hassan Nuruddin, and he's one of their top running backs. He's going to get just a yard out of it. It'll be a 2nd down and 9.
Let me see. I think that was Pablo Moreno. No, that was Joel Villacampos and Zach Ray coming for the tackle.
So 2nd and 9 from the 21 for the Patriots.
That was made by number 36, Joel Villacampos.
Reese back in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, going to set up. It's going to get blocked up in the air and falls down. I thought maybe the Tigers might be able to pick that one off as it went up in the air a little ways, but away from any players. It'll go incomplete, and it's a 3rd down and 9.
Great job by Ethan Reese. Good pressure on the quarterback, and he was able to jump and knock that down. It went straight up in the air, though, but it came way over towards us.
So Reese, on his first attempt, gets blocked, and big rush by the Tigers defense too.
That was a great job by Reeves to get in there.
Reese rolls out to his right, looking downfield, sets up, throws it down, and there's Tigers there, intercepted. It's going to be intercepted at the 45-yard line. Seth Shaw will come up with it. And the Tigers have the ball 1st and 10. They'll be at the Patrick Henry 43-yard line.
Right at the 43. Yeah, that was short. That was thrown so short. And Seth came in from the safety position and positioned himself to get that on.
That's his 4th pick of the season. And it comes at a great time now as Patrick Henry has their backs to the wall now as the Tigers have the ball at the Patriot 43-yard line.
You know, just looking defensive backfield, that doesn't have a lot of size. They don't look very big from here. So hopefully Nixon and Robles can have big nights.
See, the Tigers will start at quarterback. Gavin Robles will get the call at quarterback. Was a perfect 11 for 11 passing last week, and it's going to be a timeout on the field. With 11-12 remaining in the first quarter play, there's no score. The Tigers and the Patriots.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast from omelet, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma's Floor Covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I mean blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tile, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's Floor Covering today, 220 North J Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering.
Tigers have the ball 1st and 10 at the Patrick Henry 43-yard line. Gavin Robles, a junior quarterback, is going to draw the defense, but did the Tigers move? Let's see what the referees are going to call on that as penalty flags go down. It will be an offside call against Patrick Henry, so it's now a 1st and 5, and we'll bring it to the 38-yard line.
Not a good start having to call timeout in the very first play of the game for the Tigers. Did a 5-yard help here.
Seth Shaw, the lone running back position, next to Robles, who gets the snap, fakes the handoff, going to throw it over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted. Luckily, that wasn't picked off by Chris LaFall back at the 35-yard line. It will go incomplete, and it's a 2nd down and 5 from the 38.
Yeah, he cut it into the inside, Zach, and it looked like he stopped. Maybe it was supposed to be a curl route, and the quarterback threw it like a
poster, a slam,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Deep to the receive to the right side for the Tigers is Zach Ray, Devin Meza, and in the middle of them, freshman Gio Robles, whose brother Gavin is a quarterback in the shotgun. On the far side, Jared Nixon. On the short side of the field, split out. Second down and 5. Hand it off to Shaw up the middle. Shaw gets into the initial line, will power his way for 3 yards down to the 35-yard line, and the Tigers will have a third down in a couple.
Oh, it's a good push by the front line for the Tigers. Look, they're ready to go already. No time wasted.
So third down and 2 from the 35 for Imperial. That's the Patriot 35. Robles hands it off again. This time he breaks open, and he's gone. Seth Shaw will go in for the touchdown from 35 yards out, and the Tigers lead it 6-0.
Great quick hitter. Same play that they ran the time score, and he broke it up to the outside. Good job by the Tigers front lines.
Yeah, there was a big hole, and then once he got through the hole,
he was done.
There was nobody. There was no safety or anybody back there.
They were so tight. They were so tight. I don't know how many they had in the box. Nobody back.
So Ethan Gonzalez will come in for the extra point. He is 20 of 23 on the season. One of those was a bad snap, and I think a couple got blocked. Tiernan is in on the hold. The ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 10:37 remaining in the first quarter of play, it's the Tigers 7 and the Patriots 0.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
3-play, 43-yard drive. Only uses 35 seconds, and the Tigers are on the board. A 35-yard touchdown run by Seth Shaw, his 11th touchdown run of the season. And with the extra point by Ethan Gonzalez, Tigers lead it again 7-0. They kicked off to start the game. We have 10:37 left in the first quarter. The Tigers are on the board.
Great start for the Tigers.
Ethan kicks off a second time. It's a line drive. It's going to hit. And we'll go into the end zone, and that's touchback number 24 on the season.
And no wind whatsoever tonight.
Beautiful night. And boy, that sunset.
Did you see that? That was
gorgeous.
Ooh,
the drive home from work tonight at 6 o'clock, I just had to stare at the side.
Yeah.
Peggy was driving, so I didn't have to drive.
That's what I like about living out there west of town.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing in my way.
Yep.
Again, look at how beautiful that fire they have going up there on the canal bank. Only in Imperial.
Yeah, on the canal bank, there's a fire lit up. It's a chilly night. 62 degrees at game time. And just a few weeks ago, it was 90 at game time. So it's really
we went from the air conditioner to the heater.
Right. Ruiz at quarterback. Going to hand it off over left tackle. There's nowhere to go. There's Tigers everywhere. Change courses to go to the right side, and he'll get a little bit of yardage out on the right side of the Patriot line, get about 4 yards, and that's the first carry for Presley, who has a couple of 100-yard games this year, and it will be a second down in about 6.
You can see the speed on this kid, so we need to contain him. Great job by David Mesa to keep his containment and push him out of bounds.
Second down and a long 6 from the 24-yard line. Patriots ready to go. Hands the hand up to Presley again. He breaks the initial line, powers his way out to about the 29-yard line to give him 5, and a third down and 1 coming up.
Looks like 58 for the Tigers.
Presley had his biggest game this year, 21 carries, 184 yards, and 3 touchdowns against Mount Carmel, who faces Brawley just north of us. Okay. And we'll keep tabs of how their game is going as this night progresses. Once again, Reese, sophomore quarterback, Preston DeDuty at quarterback. He'll hand it off over the right side, left side, and going to be stopped immediately. Nordy nowhere to go. It's going to be a loss in the play of a yard and a 4th down and 2 coming up, and the Patriots will have to punt.
Great job by Max Alvarez. I told him before the game, I told him, you got to have a game tonight, baby. And he said, you got it, sir.
So deep to receive, Seth Shaw will be receiving for the Tigers. And back to punt, Matthew Montega. Senior, just 5'7". And a high snap, because brings it down, is able to get it off. It's going to be a low line drive, but takes a great bounce that Shaw's going to just let go, and it'll roll inside to the 30-yard line. So a great punt after a high snap.
Yeah, that's Seth was going to try to pick that up, but the defender was right there.
Well, this time if he breaks open, he gets 70 yards out of it.
Yeah. But this kid, I was watching this kid before the game, and he's got a foot on him.
Yeah, it was a line drive, but he got that forward roll. And we were talking about this a couple of games ago. Seems like the ball's been coming backwards, not rolling forwards.
Yeah, for us.
Right.
And he's still number 2, even with the bad bounces.
So 1st and 10 Tigers. This time they're on their own 30-yard line to open up this possession, leading 7-0.
Look at the size we have way out here on the right side.
You're listening to Kxo Radio, El Centro, California. 1230 on your AM dial, bringing you Imperial football tonight. The Tigers leading the Patriots at Patrick Henry 7-0. Gavin Robles staying in the quarterback. Taking his time, back to pass. And penalty flags go down. May have had some movement along the front line by the Tigers. That's what it is. 5-yard penalty. We'll bring it back to the 25, make it a 1st and 15. First penalty against the Tigers tonight. Each team with one movement penalty each.
Yeah, update already. Castle Park 6, Southwest nothing in the first.
Okay, that game is up in San Diego. We'll look at how all the teams factor out on the seedings at halftime. Back to pass again as Robles going to look over the middle. Has a receiver, gets it to his brother. Gio at the Patrick Henry 30 to the 20. 10, 5, touchdown. The brothers combination. Yeah. Robles to Robles. Gavin to Gio, and it's 13-0 Tigers.
Woo! That's what we wanted to see right there. Oh, we're going to have some good times with this number 11, I'll tell you.
Using that height advantage that Gio has, and then shows some speed afterwards. Yeah.
I heard he's a speedster on the track.
Nice, 75-yarder on that. As we said, Gavin at quarterback is a sophomore, so he's back next year. Gio's just a freshman. And, man, he's a special one. He is a special one.
I can't wait. 4 years with this kid. Unless he goes pro. Hopefully not.
Yeah. Gonzalez hit for the extra point, and it is good. With 8:29 to go in the first quarter of play. It's now the Tigers 14, the Patriots 0.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Easy to figure out that drive. One play, 75 yards from Gavin Robles to his little brother Gio, and the Tigers are up 14-0 early in this ball game in Imperial. And as Lee Elder put it last week, Thunderfoot. That's it. He's already got 2 touchbacks tonight with 24 on the season. Let's see if he can get a third one. He's had to kick 3 times now in the first 3.5 minutes of the game.
Right. He's going to be tired by the time this game's over.
He may, yeah.
We got my son and his wife, Clemence, and my granddog, Gabby, listening from Imperial Beach.
This time a line drive is going to be caught at the 10-yard line, bring it out to the 20 to the 25. Still on his feet, getting out near the 30-yard line, stopping at the 25 was Dean on that. And so 1st and 10 for the Patriots, down 14-0, and they'll be at their own 29-yard line.
Great coverage by the Tigers on that kickoff, and then Darian Romo came up with the tackle. Kid had nowhere to go. He had a wall in front of him.
That's what this defensive line has been for the Tigers so far tonight. Aiden Shields along there with Jose Apodaca and Max Alvarez. This linebacker, Zachary Julian Jimenez, Pablo Moreno, and Ethan Reeves. And in the defensive backfield, they move everybody around a little bit now and again. Devin Mesa, Victor Valenzuela, Villa Campos, and Seth Shaw. I see Barona's out there too, so they move some people around. Anderson movement this time on the receiver to the near side for the Patriots. So that 5-yard penalty make it now 1st and 15, bring it back to the 25. A pretty inexperienced team. They did win the CIF Division IV championship last year, going 10-3, but a lot of their team graduated.
A lot of
seniors. They've got a new coach this year in Colby Haynes, who came down from Vancouver, Washington, before he ended up at Patrick Henry. And it's just a young team. A lot of sophomores and juniors on this team. But they played some good ball. Beat Morse just a few weeks ago. 1st and 15. Hand it off up the middle. Breaks out to the outside. Gets across the 25-yard line. Still driving. All the way across the 30-yard line to the 31 before being stopped. I'll tell you what, Presley's not that awfully big, but he is strong. Shown to be 5'10 and 175, but he plays bigger than that.
The girls saying they had the ball, but I think they might have called the play dead already.
It's going to be a 6-yarder to the 31. It'll be a second down now and 9 at the 31. Yeah, strong run by Presley.
He had Reeves and Zach Ray on him. Biggest boys we have.
All right. He just kept driving. Reese at quarterback. Gets ready for a moment, then looks over at the sideline. They're going to audible things around a little bit. Reese, a sophomore quarterback, in the shotgun with Presley to his right side and back about a yard. So Reese will look over the defense. Gets the snap, hands it off to Presley up the middle, gets ahead of steam. Will get across the middle, fumbles the ball. The Tigers are going to recover it.
He got hurt. He's hurt bad.
Was it Villa? Yeah, he is. He got twisted going down, and he is injured. And Villacampos will come up with the fumble recovery, and that is his third, or make that his second recovery of the season. You're right. Presley is down on the ground. It looked like he tried to get the extra yardage and kind of twisted his ankle,
he got pushed backwards in his knee.
Wow. He ran to the line so hard.
He's pushing so hard, too.
But, yeah, he's down on the field right now, so there is time out on the field. 7:26 to go in this first quarter of play, and it's the Tigers 14 and the Patriots 0.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
El Zarape restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Presley got up and walked over with a lot of assistance to the far sideline. Got a good cheer from the homestanding crowd here, but it doesn't look good. He's just not able to put any pressure on it at all. And I'm not sure what the call is. I'm not sure whether they said he was down. They haven't moved the markers. The Tigers' defense is still on the field.
Oh, I thought we had it.
I thought we did too.
He was still up and he was bent over.
Right, that's what I thought. But they're over talking right now. John Seaman, the head referee of this crew, is talking to their head coach, Colby Haynes. The ball is down and placed at the 37. That's where the fumble recovery was at, but the Tigers' offense is still on the sideline. So now, referee's coming over talking to head coach David Shaw to explain what the situation is, but the Tiger defense is still on the field right now. The boy, if Presley's not able to continue,
ooh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, it's going to hurt them big time. He's a great running back. He really is.
Shoot.
So he got out to the 37. It's going to be a 6-yard gain on that. And they remain with the ball. So apparently he fumbled the ball after he was down.
They blew it down. That had to happen.
It's going to be a third down and about 2 to go from the 37-yard line.
Yeah, what I seen, he was sitting on the Tiger defender, and the other two guys knocked the ball away.
So Nuruddin will go into the backfield, and we'll get the call over the right side, and he stopped short. Well, he's going to get the first down.
He got it.
He did. I thought he might be a little short, but he's going to get that. He'll get out to near the 40-yard line, a 3-yard gain, and a first down. Their first tonight for the Patriots.
That Shaw brought him down, but not till after he gained the first down for the Tigers.
Nuruddin with 1 touchdown to his credit this year. And he'll be at the right side of Reese. They'll run 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field and 1 to the far side.
Now, he's got some big legs. Look at those legs on that running back.
Yeah,
he's on the kickoff return.
Reese gets the snap, hands it off to Nuruddin over the left side, and there's just red jerseys everywhere. It'll be a loss on the play. He won't even get close to the 40-yard line. They're going to say forward progress to get him to the 39, a loss of 1. So second down and 11.
Angel Mesa and Gonzalo Gerardo hit him hard.
So 4 carries, a net of 2 yards, is it, for Nuruddin?
23 and no score. That's something new there.
6 foot and 205. But as you said, strong legs.
Yeah.
Strong lower body.
Look at those legs. He's got some big old legs.
And Patrick Henry ready to go. 2nd down 11 from their own 39-yard line. Snap goes back to passes. Reese going to look deep. Going to haul it deep on the far sideline. No good. It will go out in front of Chris LaFall. Not able to get to it. And a 3rd down and 11 coming up. Got a good arm though, George.
Oh, this kid got behind the defenders. You better be careful with that. So he threw it 20, 30, almost 40 yards in the air at an angle.
And it was pretty righteous too.
Yeah.
That was a nice throw.
Tight.
Yeah.
23, that brings back memories. Oh, you just brought up his name. I'm bad with names. For at the bet back for us. I just seen number 23.
Oh, yeah, David Savage.
I
was thinking of Mike Riven wore 23 our freshman year, I think.
Did he?
He wore 23, yeah.
There's a specimen.
Oh, man.
He was a man playing with boys.
Play the piano, too.
Oh, yeah.
All my ear. Didn't have any... Didn't know a note to himself, but he could play the piano. Back to pass again will be Reese, and he'll go back to pass. He sets up, rolls out to his right a little bit, steps out of the pocket. Now he's going to run. He's going to find Tigers, though. He'll get a couple of yards out to the 42, but give him a gain of 3, a 4th down and 7 coming up. They'll have to punt.
I got Zach Ray with 5 tackles already. Good. Great blocking for their offensive line. He had so much time to throw, but we have everybody blanketed on the receiving side. Good job at the Tiger.
Patriots are going to go for it on 4th and 7 at their own 42-yard line. See if they can draw the Tigers off sides. They're not able to do it right now. They look over to the sideline again, and they're audibling or changing things about every play. They'll come and set, and then they'll step up and look to the sidelines, and then there's motions there from their brain trust on the side, and then they'll move people around. Noradine goes from the left to the right side of the quarterback, Ruiz, in the shotgun, goes back to pass, sets up in the pocket, throws over the middle, has a receiver tipped away at the last moment. Barone, Angel came up with a good tip.
Great coverage by number 20.
Kind of reminds you of basketball, trying to keeping a pass from getting inside, right?
Do you remember that drill we had under the basket back and forth?
Exactly like
That's all we had to do.
It will go incomplete. The Tigers' offense will come out 1st and 10. Good field position at the Patriot 42-yard line.
Great defense by Barone. Great positioning. He had that read all the way, too.
Yep, just tipped it right the last moment.
It almost looked like Zach Ray might have got a finger on that.
So Gavin Robles will stay in a quarterback for the Tigers, and the first time we see Rashard Robinson for the first time tonight. Missed last week's game and had gotten injured during the Central game again. Originally got injured in the Calexico game weeks ago, and there'll be timeout on the field with 4:54 to go in this first quarter of play, and it's the Tigers 14 and the Patriots 0.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
El Zarape restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
14-0 Tigers. Lois and Edward Chayes listening from their home tonight.
At home?
Yep, they're at home. They said it's cold enough down here. They don't have to go to the field now.
Well, we'll be up next weekend, you guys.
There you go.
It's our turn to go now.
So Robles at quarterback will have Rashard Robinson come to his right side from the shotgun, gets the snap, goes back to pass. That's up, going to throw it to the near side of Robinson, who gets ahead of steam. He's at the 30-yard line. Stutter steps at the 30 to the 25. Finally going to be brought down to the 22-yard line. First down for the Tigers. It'll be a gain of 20 yards for Rashard Robinson.
Chris LaFall brought him down. There was nobody out here with him. Nobody went with him from the defensive side.
It really surprises me, too.
Yeah. If it wasn't so short, he threw right at his knees. And it's tough to move, try to tough to catch when you're on the move.
Be a 19-yard gain is what they'll give it credited for.
Seth Shaw's back in. See where Rashad went.
So Shaw comes back into the lineup, hopefully with that twist at the end. He didn't twist his leg again. But Shaw's back into the lineup. 2 wide receivers each side of the field. Robles at quarterback, goes back to pass. Sets up. Now rolls out of the pocket. He gets a lot of pressure. Gets away from the right side. Goes back to the left. Still looking downfield. Now he's going to Fran Tarkin and come back and pass and going to complete it to Shaw at the line of scrimmage. And Seth's going to get a couple of yards out of the play. The scrambling of Robles reminds me of the old Fran Tarkin in NFL films.
Yeah, little guy was all over the place. 42.
Be a gain of 2 for Seth on that one.
Hassan Noradine brought him down. Noradine.
96 yards passing already for Gavin.
He needs a timeout so he can catch his breath, right? He ran about
either that or he
yards.
may be smelling those hamburgers. Look at the smoke over there. And you can smell it up here in the booth. Tigers are going to trip out the right side with Devin Meza way out wide near the sideline. Alejandro Perez in the slot along with Gio Robles. Fake the handoff, back to pass. Going to throw it to the near side, way over the head of Alejandro Perez. That's one of those you got to have a little touch on.
He knew
a
it.
little too hard.
He knew it, too. He knew it.
So 3 of 5 for 96 yards for Gavin and a touchdown.
Got a couple of updates real quick, Nick. We got Vincent Memorial 21, Mount Empire nothing in the first, and Castle Park 12, Southwest 6, also in the first.
So 3rd down and 8 from the 23. Back to pass. Sets up. Going to throw it. Incomplete. Tipped away at the last moment. It was intended for Gio, and Chris LaFall quickly gets the hand in there. It'll be a 4th down and 8. Tigers from the 23. And Ethan Gonzalez will come in to attempt a long field goal. They'll set the ball down at the 28-yard line. So this would be a 38-yard attempt. He's already connected, I think, 2 from 38 and 1 from 39.
They're in the 30s. I remember that.
Ball is down, low snap. He's going to get it off. It's going to be short. I think it might have got tipped at the line of scrimmage on the snap was down on the ground.
Yeah, it was on the ground. That was a bad snap from the beginning. That was tough. CJ did a good job to put that down, though.
So the score remains 14-0. Tigers leading it, but Patrick Henry now with the football on their own side of the field. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
We got Tony Pisano and Virgin listening in from, he's saying they have beautiful sunrises on. They're out there on Keystone and 115.
I'll bet wide open there out there as well.
Nothing to their east.
We have another from our class of 1977 listening tonight.
Who's that?
Kathy Johnson. Listening from Alpine tonight. Yeah, Kathy, great for listening in to us.
My brother and his wife Tracy are listening in from Lakeside. They just checked in. They didn't give me the degrees up there.
Yeah, Kathy, tell us how cold it is in Alpine so we can put that up. Be kind of interesting. Handoff's going to go to Noradine around the near side. Gets ahead of steam around the left side, though. Finally, the Tigers are going to catch up to him, but not until he gets a 1st down across the 30-yard line to the 31, a gain of 11. Nice play.
Yeah. Good blocking on by the deep offensive line. Barone had to come all the way across the field to make that tackle. They had great blocking up front.
Noradine now 13 yards on 5 carries in the game. And a 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Their second 1st down of the quarter. 2:27 remaining in this first quarter play. And the Tigers leading at 14-0. They were up 14 points in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. Handoff up the middle, nothing there. Maybe a yard. We'll give them a yard and be courteous for the visitors.
I want to see who hit him. Who is that? Oh, no wonder. Number 9, Zach Ray.
And it was Noradine once again. And he'll get just the 1 yard on the play. Make it 2nd down and 9 from the 32.
Tackled by number 9, Zach Ray. And number 64, Max.
There's a different number on the front line. I'm trying to spot it.
Oh, they're going to say he got no yardage on that, so it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 from the 31. Hand it off again to Nordine over the left tackle. Barone will bring him down, but not sure who was down at the bottom of that pile.
JJ.
Was it? Okay.
JJ. First tackle of the night.
He'll get 3 yards on that.
Sophomore linebacker for the Tigers. Doing a great job all year. And we just got an update. Brawley's going into the second quarter. Still no score. 0-0.
Mount Carmel.
That is, I don't know if you heard, Coach Self's alma mater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where he went to school. Yeah. What my grandson was telling me that. My grandson Seth used to hang out with Coach Self's son, Chandler.
Well, it's about the 33-yard line. Timeout's going to be called with 56 seconds remaining of the first quarter play. It's the Tigers 14 and the Patriots 0.
This is Jason Jackson, and I'm running to return to the El Centro City Council. Are you tired of reading about crime in El Centro? Are you tired of having to deal with an ever-increasing homeless population? Me too. This is my home, and over the last 2 years, I have been frustrated over the lack of leadership in addressing these two issues. I have a proven track record of solving our city's issues, and with your help, I will bring my leadership and experience back to El Centro. I will work to address the safety of our residents and businesses, and I will work with stakeholders in addressing and reducing our homeless population. So on November 8th, vote Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council 2022.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230. KXO El Centro.
You're listening to Tiger Football, where Imperial leads Patrick Henry 14-0 with just 56.9 seconds remaining in this first quarter. A 3rd down and 7 from the 33 for the Patriots. Race at quarterback has Nordine to his right side. Looks over the defense, gets the snap back, rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Tigers are going to grab him. He's going to go nowhere. There'll be a loss back to the original line of scrimmage at the 30, a loss of 3, and a 4th down and 10 coming up.
Number 30 brought him down. Angel Mesa with his second tackle of the night.
Had nowhere to go on that.
Oh, no. Well, the coverage in the backfield is just great job at Tiger defensive backfield.
So 4th and 10, and they'll have to punt. And again, it'll be Matthew Montega that will be kicking for the Patriots, and deep to receive for the Tigers. Seth Shaw will be standing on his 35-yard line. Good snap this time. Gets the punt off. End-over-end punt that'll hit at the 43 and then go straight up in the air and go straight to the sideline. It looked like it would keep on rolling, and it just stopped.
Maybe it's first down.
It just died there.
Even his ball just died.
So the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10. They'll say the ball rolled out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 8 seconds remaining in this first quarter, so one more play to be seen. See if Robles stays in a quarterback. He was 11 of 11 last week for 125 yards and a touchdown. Tonight, 3 of 6 for 96 yards and a touchdown. And Gavin will stay in the lineup at quarterback. Along the offensive line for the Tigers, Jose Apodaca at center. The guards, Andres Castellum, Ethan Areola, and then Ethan Reeves, grandson of Wes, the class of 76, and Aiden Shields.
Look how big Robles is compared to that defender. Over a foot.
They're going to hand out. Boy, I tell you, Seth just got by in a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by the Patriots. I think the snap was a little high, and Seth got by too quick.
Yeah, he was already by him.
So the fumble will be at the 49-yard line of the Tigers, and the Patriots will have the football back with 2 seconds remaining of this first quarter.
It looked like he was carrying on his hip.
Right.
Never got it. Never got it.
I wasn't able to see who it was that come up with the fumble on that.
I didn't see it.
It'll be at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
I got my son Daniel, his wife Clemence, and my granddog Gabriel, listening from Pearl Beach, 61 degrees, they said.
That's nice.
Yeah. They're just half a mile from the beach. They got it made. Okay. Oh, there he is. Thought they had another running back. This is the same running back. 42, Nordine. Another whistle.
And another timeout. Interesting, with 2 seconds on the clock to call timeout, but they do, the Patriots. And with the 2.3 seconds on the board, Tigers 14, Patriots 0.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Start the day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best tea in the valley with different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavor. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
Penalty flag goes down after a little bit of some misdirection. It was a handoff going one way, pitched back another. It's going to be a penalty against the Tigers, roughing the passer, and it was one that was just an easy interception for Seth Shaw. But a roughing the passer call will go against the Tigers.
Oh, I'd like to see that because I think it was one step before he hit that running, or it was a quarterback again.
Right, it was the quarterback because he pitched it back to the quarterback after it went through two different sets of hands, and then he threw it deep, and it went right straight into the hands of Seth Shaw, who intercepted it and went directly out of bounds. But a penalty flag against the Tigers, roughing the passer, but that will end this first quarter of play with the score, Imperial 14 and the Patriots of Patrick Henry 0.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has supported all sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping our kids busy with school activities. Members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, call Betty or Larry Zinn at 760-355-1312. That's 760-355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
So the penalty flag will go against the Tigers, and look where it's marked at. All the way down to the 34-yard line.
So
but they didn't switch sides.
Yeah.
So
they should be
right. Well, it shouldn't be a 20-yard penalty either.
Wait a minute, they didn't switch sides.
No, they didn't switch sides. They did not switch.
They didn't switch sides.
The Patriots are still going toward the south, and they didn't switch sides. Hand out to Nuruddin around the left side, puts his head down and gets inside the 30-yard line to the 29. But yeah, they never switch sides. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
the referees are going to make do now, or what they're going to do.
Oh, I bet that's what they did. I bet that's what they're doing.
So there's maybe one more play on the clock of the second quarter, or the first quarter. Maybe that was it. Went from the 34. So an untimed play. Okay, so it's an untimed play. So now it'll start the second quarter that will be coming up with the Tigers leading at 14-0, and they will now defend the north side. And Kathy Johnson up in Alpine mentioned brings back good memories listening to us and bringing Imperial football. Says it's 55 going down to low 43 tonight. So a little chilly at 43.
Keep it over there.
Alpine.
Keep it over there. And we had a beautiful day today. It was gorgeous.
Oh, it was.
72 degrees, I think we got to the high.
That gain by Nuruddin will be a good gain of 5 yards to the 29. So second down and 5 from the 29.
Carol was saying that was an untimed play.
Right.
Just to finish off the quarter.
Right. Okay.
Never seen that. Never seen that.
I haven't either. I really haven't.
The 10 years that I've been watching football, I've never seen that.
Second down and 5. Patriots now going left to right toward the north side of the stadium here in Imperial. Fake the handoff to Nuruddin. Reese is going to get it, but looks going to catch him from behind. And Menace, JJ coming up with a big one.
Great job, our sophomore quarterback, JJ. At the sack, right?
He started to run, so I can't call it sacks. But it'll be a third down now and 9, and they'll bring the ball back to the 37-yard line. So loss of 7 on that. I'm sorry, it brings it back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah,
33. So loss of 4.
Yeah, Kathy, you ought to hear the stories this guy remembers. I don't remember half of what he talks about. and he said, but you drove. I said, I remember.
Third down and long for the Patriots. Back to pass Reese. Looks over the middle.
Oh.
Had a receiver open for a moment, but then it was thrown on the ground. Tiernan there to help deflect it. It'll be a 4th down and 9 from the 33.
Yeah, it looked like the guy kicked his legs out from under him. CJ went straight down on his left shoulder. He wants to say, throw flag, he said. Oh,
he's looking over on their sideline to see about Presley.
Oh.
And I don't see him standing on the sideline.
Yeah, you could tell that as soon as the way he got folded backwards. And
as they were taking him off the field, he put no pressure at all onto his leg. He couldn't do it. So 4th down and 9. Patriots from the 33-yard line of the Tigers. Ruiz at quarterback. Back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Going to look deep. Throws it into the end zone as a receiver. Overthrown. Incomplete. And the Tigers defense holds once again. And the offense will come on with possession. 11:04 to go in the first half. With the football 1st and 10 at their own 33.
Great job by CJ staying with him. Got right on his hip. No chance for that kid to catch that.
Tell you, Reese has got a good arm, though.
He's got, I was just counting. I think that was 45 yards in the air on the line.
He's completed no passes, though, in the game. The only one went to the wrong color jersey in an interception by Seth Shaw early in the ball game. But 1st and 10 Imperial from their own 33-yard line. Gio Robles had the long touchdown pass earlier in the game. Comes wide to the near side. Perez in the slot along with Meza. And Jared Nixon on the far side, handing off at the middle to Seth Shaw. And Seth will be stacked up, but he'll get a couple of yards out of it, out to the 34. Let's make it a 2nd down now and 8 from the 34.
Let me see, Esteban Llaneres brought him down or stopped him. They never brought him down. Big boy up in the nose guard position.
Kiernan will come into the lineup now.
There he is.
In the backfield. First time we've seen the senior quarterback tonight.
Oh, he's a running back.
Oh, they put him in a running back. You're right. So he'll stay in a running back, and Robles will stay in a quarterback. So Tiernan sings running back position for the first time. Did that so successfully last year at times.
Oh, we missed that.
Yep, back to pass. Robles looks over the middle, has his brother, tipped away at the last moment, coming up with maybe a touchdown-saving tip was Vincent Lee, as Gio had the ball in his hands and just kind of tipped it out of it.
Did you see how smooth he runs? He looks like he's barely even trying to run.
A gazelle.
Yeah, so
really
smooth. It looks, and then with all the white tape he's got and white socks.
6'4", 6'5",
6'5". The jump, they said he jumps out of the gym. I can't wait to watch him.
Just a freshman. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Gavin will go back to pass again. We'll set up. Looks for his brother. Going to throw it deep and go a little bit over his head. Double coverage, though, this time on him. So now he started looking around at some others.
Yeah, he had David cut to the middle, and he was all by himself.
Vincent Lee, another. Yeah, let's see who else. Back there for that. Lee and also Josh Hollander back defensively to tip that one away. And with a 4th down coming up, the Tigers will have to punt. Ethan Gonzalez in averaging 50.4 yards per punt, which is 2nd in the nation in punting. Low snap this time, though. We do get a high one off, and it will bounce at the 35-yard line. Will roll inside the 30, continues to roll. The Tigers getting away from it inside the 25 to the 24-yard line, and that's where the Patriots will have the ball 1st and 10, and they'll be at their own 24.
Finally, we get a roll on the punt or kick.
9:58 remaining in this first half of play. Tigers leading it by a score of 14-0.
We got, Vincent Memorial, 28, Mount Empire, nothing. Says it's still in the first. Calexico, 7, Chula Vista, 7 in the second. The last one we had was Castle Park, 19, Southwest, 12 in the second. And we have 14-0 here. Tigers over Patrick Henry. When I was going to Grossmont, Patrick Henry was a powerhouse in football.
Oh, they've had some good teams over the years. I'll tell you about a few of the guys who have graduated from there at halftime, so stay tuned with that. Head off to Nuruddin up the middle. Nuruddin finds a little crease and will go to the right side after initially starting over the left, and he'll get across the 30-yard line out to about the 33-yard line. It'll be just short of the first down. Take it to the 32. A gain of 8 yards, second down and a couple.
Down a little crease to the outside. Pablo Moreno had to run them down from behind.
Nuruddin will stay in a running back. Staying in the shotgun as Ruiz at quarterback. Levis running back to his right flank. And we'll hand it off over to the left side. Nuruddin will turn the corner. We'll get the first down still on his feet across the 40-yard line. Out to the 43. Another first down for the Patriots.
That number 23 in on the tackle for the Tigers. Oh, Gonzalo Gerardo. There
right. His mom and dad sitting right down
here
in front of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, number 42.
Chalito.
That's all
I've ever known him as Chalito.
Gonzalo. He's also Gonzalo.
11-yard game. We'll put the ball out to the 43. And all of a sudden, Nuruddin with 40 yards rushing and 10 carries now.
Yeah, they found something right now.
They found a little something, you're right. See if the Tigers defense can make some changes. They sent two
big
linemen, big guys over.
Which one do you think they're going to run?
No, but Simonson 6'3" and 283s at a tight end right there. Nuruddin will get the ball. Can't find anything up the middle. Tries to go around the side. He's going to be stopped for a loss.
Got to give that to Victor Valenzuela. What a great read.
Back at the 40-yard line, it's going to be a loss of 3 and a second down and 13 coming up. Yeah, good job of reading that.
He just read
stretch it out. Yeah.
About 3 yards.
Pablo Moreno was there to help, but Victor got that one.
Yeah, they put the extra beef on the right side of the line, but didn't do any good, did
it? They didn't. He's just too quick.
Nuruddin will stay in at running back. Now they'll move the big guys over to the left side. That's Symington at 6'3" and 285, and Aiden Jamison, also at 285. Hand off to Nuruddin. He'll break through the initial line. Will be brought down at the 45 after a 5-yard gain. Third down now and 8 from the 45.
Boy, Zachary's having a game. I've got him with 7 tackles already.
So 3rd and 8 from the 45. They do have some big guys along the line.
Yes,
They've got Esteban Uranus. It's 5'10" and 185, although he looks a lot bigger than that. I think they kind of fudged on that. Isaac Lawson at 5'10" and 240 along the line. So they've got some big boys up the front. 2 wide receivers will come to the near side of the field. And Reese in the backfield at quarterback. We'll hand it off up the middle to LaFall, and he'll get across the 45 to about the 47 and then drilled hard. And it's a 4th down and 6 coming up from the 47 after a gain of 2.
That was Pablo Moreno that stood him up like that with a little help from CJ.
First carry of the night for LaFall. And with the 4th down, they're going to try for it again. A 4th and 6 from their own 47. Let's see if the Tiger defense can batten down the hatches now. As LaFall stays in at the running back spot, Nuruddin getting a break on the sideline.
4th down and 6 for the Patriots.
Lee comes out wide to the right along with, you may have brought somebody up. They don't have a 26 that was in the roster.
Oh, sure don't.
Now LaFall in the backfield, instead of being on the right side, goes to the left. They're taking a lot of time. They get a delay if they don't watch it. Back to passes. Ruiz sets up, throws it out in the flat, way short of the intended receiver. Vincent Lee, and the Tigers defense holds again, and the offense will take over possession.
Great job by the Tiger defense to hold him with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Looks like we have the same front line going on for the Tigers, along with Nixon, Zach Ray, David Mesa coming our way.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Patriot 47-yard line. Robles will come to the near side along with Mesa and Zach Ray, as mentioned. Jared Nixon to the far side. Robles will stay in at quarterback, and now Seth Shaw back into the backfield for the Tigers. Gavin from the shotgun. Hands it off to Shaw, up the middle, nowhere to go. That's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Second down and 10.
That's a great read by Hassan Nordine.
I think that's why he took a break. He's playing both ways.
Yeah.
It's just a lot to ask of a young man. You get a little tired, 47 yards on 5 carries for Seth. Had that big 35-yard touchdown run that opened up the scoring tonight. Back to pass Robles. Get a pass. Actually, Ayala's in a quarterback now. So Ayala
it is
quarterback. Yeah, that's his first pass. And it will go incomplete. And it will be a third down and 10 from the 47.
Oh, we got Vincent, 35-0 over Mount Empire and Castle Park, 19, Southwest 18 now.
Wow, so Southwest coming back. Good.
Like to see all the Valley teams win.
Third and 10 from the 47 of the Patriots. Ayala, quarterback, fakes the handoff. Goes back to pass. Going to complete it to Zach Ray. He'll get the first down to the 35-yard line, then brought down at that point. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Nordine again. From his linebacker position, brought big old Zach Ray down.
It's going to be a 12-yard gain on that.
Now the Tigers get a 1st and 10.
Ayala will stay in the lineup at quarterback. Shaw will be to his right-hand side from the shotgun. Fake the handoff. Back to pass. Going to throw it complete to Zach Ray again, and Zach's going to get close to the first down. Be maybe a yard short at the 26, but a 2nd down and 1 coming up.
Quick little hitter there for the Tigers.
Like that quick zip, though.
That's
like
it.
That. Yeah.
All he's doing is turning and throwing, not even taking a step.
Zach now with 17 catches on the season. And 2nd down from the 26. Back to pass Ayala again.
All by himself.
All by himself. Gio Robles, touchdown Tigers. That made it look easy.
Too easy.
Beautiful pass from Ayala, his 2nd touchdown pass of the year. And this one will go for 26 yards and a Tiger touchdown, and Imperial's up 20-0.
I like how easy he threw that. Just nice and relaxed back there. Looking like a veteran.
Yeah.
Good problem to have for next year.
Isn't it, though? Isn't it? You're going to have 2 juniors that both can play reliably at quarterback. 2nd touchdown of the night for Gio Robles. This will go from 26 yards, and Ethan Gonzalez will come in for the extra point attempt. And a low snap again. And this time, I don't think it made it. It went wide right. Oh. Again, the low snap. We're having some troubles with the snaps. But with 4:26 remaining in this first half, it's Imperial 20 and Patrick Henry 0.
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma's floor covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I mean blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tile, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's floor covering today, 220 North J Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering.
Scoring drive for the Tigers, 5 plays, 47 yards, capped by the 26-yard touchdown pass from junior quarterback for the Tigers.
It's like a trip through time.
Stop!
Well, don't just sit there. Turn the record over and let's start again.
The Imperial Valley's best oldies on the radio. AM 1230 KXO.
Learn to like this. 1230 KXO.
Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the KXO Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly.
Thank you for joining the Kxo Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the Kxo Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the Kxo Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly. Thank you for joining the Kxo Radio AM 1230 Morning Shows podcast on YouTube. Please stay tuned. Your show will continue shortly.
So gain of about 8 by Nuruddin. And a second down, they got a third down now. And about 2 to go at the 44-yard line of the Patriots. Sorry. Can you hear me? I can't hear you well. I'm not plugged in there. There's this level.
You guys are on.
Third down and 2 for the Patriots. I'd have to do it over the left side. One turns up field, get the first down across midfield. Powers his way to the Tiger 45-yard line on a gain of 11 and another first down for the Patriots. Okay. Can you hear me, man? Yeah, I think we're okay. Back to passes Ruiz. Gonna look deep. He's away down toward the goal line and kicked away by Devin Meza on a pass intended for number 4 to throw. Yeah, there's a lot of hand fighting. Nothing called on. Good job by the defender. The safety coming over to help out. So what they've done is they put that out on the defensive line now and brought in Darren Romo for linebacker. Mm-hmm. He's back in linebacker now. You can raise this practice. So second down and 10, handed off to Nuruddin up the middle. Makes a good move from the left back to the right and up the middle, side the 40-yard line to the 39. And that'll be another gain of 6 yards on the play. Third down and 4 coming up. Darren Romo got him with second tackle of the night for the Tigers. And off to Nuruddin up the middle again. This time we'll get a couple of yards. They get a gain of 3 and a fourth down and 1 coming up from the 36, and they're ready to go right back at the line again. I don't know if that's defense any time to react to that. Yeah. Reese from the shotgun, back to pass. But looks over the middle. Now you're going to pass it deep into the end zone. And a touchdown. Oh, he caught it. Nice catch made by Vincent Lee. And the Patriots are on the scoreboard. Wow, what a catch. Oh, that went right through CJ's hand. I don't know what Seth was trying to tell the rest, I think. I think he was battling when he crossed the backside of the end zone. Another late touchdown that we've seen against the Tigers. This one coming with 20 seconds remaining in the first half. And it's a 36-yard pass for the touchdown from Eli Ruiz to Vincent Lee. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So 20 seconds remaining in the first half. It's now the Tigers 27 and the Patriots 7.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Apologize for some of the technical difficulties we have, but I think we've got them all ironed out now. Just to cap that scoring drive for the Patriots, 7 plays, 80 yards, going 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and capped by a 36-yard touchdown pass from Eli Ruiz to Vincent Lee, and a beautiful throw and catch into the end zone. And with the extra point that was completed by Montega. It is 27-7 in favor of the Tigers. Yeah, it looked like CJ was placed to knock it down or intercept, and it went right through his hands and to keep running, you know. And got it so great concentration by the end. There'll be a little squid to it. It will go out of bounds, and the Tigers will get the ball at the 35-yard line. Charles Robinson gets to see him with his to receive, so apparently he is still available for Imperial to run. They must have the scouting report that you don't want to have him get a sport. What are you doing? Oh, they're coming back. But I don't think. Oh, Brooks declined it. Well, that's for a moment they would have, but then they send the offense out. So I'm pretty sure we're going to go ahead and take it at the 35. Yeah, the Patriots, right? The Patriots are going as if they're going to kick it, but the ball is being placed at the 35. Oh, there they come. Now they're going back out. Offense is staying. Look at that. Offense, Imperial's ready to go, and these guys are still going up to the field. Coming back with their defensive set. So the first completion of the night by the Patriots goes 36 yards on a touchdown. The Tigers will just take a lead in this first half of play with a 27-7 lead at the half and a penalty flag. The Tigers have too many players. It's made legal procedure against the Tigers. Don't see that very often when they're going to take a lead or have a legal procedure. Oh, wait. So 5-yard penalty will go against the Tigers. I missed that one. Yeah, don't see that very often. It'll be a first down and 15 now. And they'll bring the ball back to the 30-yard line. And again, the Tigers will just take a lead in this first half of play. We'll recap the scoring for you and give you the stats at halftime, so make sure that you're tuned with us, and the Tigers will take that lead and they'll let the clock roll down. So first half in play in the opening round, standing as 2-hour Division 3 action with a score. The Imperial Tigers 27 and Patriots of Patrick Henry 7.
Those employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
El Zarape restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230. KXOL Centro.
Halftime score, the Imperial Tigers 27, Patrick Henry Patriots 7, and this is how the scoring went. The Tigers scored quickly after an interception by Seth Shaw, 35-yard touchdown pass, or touchdown run, I should say, by Shaw. Got a 3-play, 43-yard drive, took only 35 seconds. The Tigers were up 7-0 with 10:37 remaining in the first quarter. They would add to it on a 75-yard bomb from Gavin Robles to his little brother Gio. Went 75 yards for the touchdown with the extra point. The Tigers with 8:29 to go in the first quarter were up 14-0 after initially kicking off the ball to start the game off. Tigers will make it 20-0 on a 5-play, 47-yard drive on a 26-yard touchdown pass, second of the night to Gio Robles, but this time it was thrown by Jaden Ayala. And with the extra point being no good, the Tigers led 20-0 with 4:26 to go in the half. And then it was 27-0 with 2:50 to go in the first half on a 35-yard interception return for touchdown by Helberone. And the extra point was good. Tigers led 27-0. Then with just 20 seconds remaining in this first half, a bomb for the Patriots. This one went from quarterback Eli Ruiz to Vincent Lee. It went for 36 yards and a 7-play, 80-yard drive. We like those 80-yard drives, but not so with the other team, though. 3 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock, and with the extra point good, it leaves us the halftime score of 27-7. Not a lot of plays by Imperial because of the 2 interceptions and short field position for Imperial. Gavin Robles has completed 3 of 7 passes for 96 yards. For Jaden Awala, he will throw 4 passes, complete 3 of them for a total of, 21, 47 yards and a touchdown. Gio Robles has made the most of his opportunities. 2 catches in the game for the freshman and a total of 101 yards for Robles receiving. And then Zach Ray would have 2 catches for a total of 21 yards. And then Seth Shaw, 1 catch for 2 yards. And then Rashard Robinson had the 19-yard gain, a little swing pass to the side. So the Tigers have completed 6 passes in 11 attempts for 143 yards.
Wow.
In the first half. Pretty efficient.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah. There's only been 1 ball carrier in the game, but he has 47 yards on 5 carries. That's Sean. A touchdown there, too.
I'll take that.
So, yeah, we'll take that.
I like how they're opening everything up. Work on something for next week. I like it.
For the Patrick Henry Patriots, their leading ball carrier is the game's leading ball carrier. He has 97 yards in the first half, George, and that's Hassan Nuruddin, and that's 19 carries, 97 yards. They've also got Caprice Presley at 21 yards on 4 carries, but went down with injury. I sincerely doubt that he'll be back the second half. Just looked like he twisted his leg. I don't know whether it was the knee or whether it was an ankle, but he did not come back and was not able to put any pressure at all on his leg, unfortunately for him.
Is that him over there on the sideline?
No, it's not him. It's a different player. 2 on the...
I hope he's okay.
The quarterback, Eli Ruiz, 3 carries, -4 on that. Chris LaFall, 1 carry for 2 yards. And then in the passing department, as we mentioned, Eli Ruiz has completed 1 pass, but it was a 36-yard touchdown pass to Vincent Lee. He has thrown 2 interceptions, so 1 of 10 for the 36 yards, and the touchdown. And Nuruddin over here getting fixed up by Tiger trainers.
Yeah, Johnny Palma.
Yeah, Johnny Palma. Yeah,
another name from the past.
From 77. And the Tigers, Pride of Imperial Band out on the field right now with the halftime entertainment. And we have some for you, too, because there's some people that graduated from Patrick Henry that I'm sure you've heard of.
Okay.
And we'll talk about that
in
just a moment. Halftime score, Imperial 27, Patrick Henry 7.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
This is Jason Jackson, and I'm running to return to the El Centro City Council. Are you tired of reading about crime in El Centro? Are you tired of having to deal with an ever-increasing homeless population? Me too. This is my home, and over the last 2 years, I have been frustrated over the lack of leadership in addressing these 2 issues. I have a proven track record of solving our city's issues, and with your help, I will bring my leadership and experience back to El Centro. I will work to address the safety of our residents and businesses, and I will work with stakeholders in addressing and reducing our homeless population. So on November 8th, vote Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council 2022.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, housing program, career services support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Halftime score, the Imperial Tigers 27, the Patrick Henry Patriots 7. And Bill Teets listening up from back in Missouri. Actually, he's in Los Angeles.
Oh, he's out here.
Yep, he's out here. His nephew has a bye week, and they're getting ready to fly out tomorrow. So we appreciate you guys listening. And usually he and his wife listening from Missouri, but their nephew, Elijah Brown, the quarterback of the #1 team of the country in high school in modern day of Santa Ana.
Started here in Imperial. What is?
Yeah, isn't that something?
That is great.
Another from the class of 75 listening tonight, Kerry Murphy is listening.
Hey,
Thank you for the kind words. He's listening in from Sioux City, Iowa.
traveling through and enjoying the game, cheering on Imperial and Go Big Red. As I mentioned, Kathy Johnson listening up in Alpine. And
thank you for listening.
Rick Sharp listens every week, from the Gulf Coast down in Mississippi. So I know he said he was going to be listening in tonight. So
Pastor City people, PCPer, Rick Sharp.
Exactly. So,
thank you for listening in, everybody.
Let's get into some scores of what we got updated. You want to give those scores out, Jim?
Let me get there.
Okay, I'll let you
so
get that out.
Last update I got was Chula Vista 14, Calexico 13 in the second. Vincent 42, Mount Empire nothing at half.
Wow.
And Castle Park 33, Southwest 18 in the second.
And Brawley leading Mount Carmel 3-0 at the half.
3-0
at the half for the Wildcats. The game played up at Warren Field, just north of us, up in Brawley. And so we'll try to keep you updated on that. Palo Verde playing tonight in Blythe against Mount Miguel. We get a score on that one. We will bring that one to you as well. And I think that pretty well covers the games that we have here. One more thing that I wanted to bring up. We've watched him as coach for many, many years at Valley Center, Rob Gilster.
Yeah.
Retiring.
No.
Retiring after this season.
25 years?
25 years at Valley Center, but as a head coach, another 9 on top of that. So 34 years.
Oh, that's sad.
He's retiring as head coach as the third winningest coach in San Diego County history. He found a record of 243 wins, 147 losses, 5 ties in 9 years at Orange Glen, and then 25 at Valley Center, where he's been the only head coach the Jaguars have ever had. Isn't that cool to think that?
Yeah. And he always had a disciplined team. Even talking to my grandson, Steven, he said that's very disciplined. He said they don't make mistakes. They don't have the athletes they normally have, but they do not make mistakes.
During his tenure at Valley Center, the Jaguars won CIS San Diego section titles in 2004, 05, 07, 08, and 11. That's a bunch in a short period of time. The 2004 win, I'm not sure whether you were up there for Brawley against Valley Center at the stadium.
No.
You weren't able to? We were up there.
No, I did not.
Yeah, Mom and Dad and Miguel Azaraga. We all went up there to watch that game. And it was a last-minute 39-36 victory over Brawley in 2004. An estimated 18,000 fans were there. And what I thought was really cool about it, George, now, of course, it's Brawley that's playing there, but yet I saw Letterman's jackets from every school of the Valley.
Everybody was going.
Exactly.
Everybody was going.
It's like, okay, you're a rival of ours, but now it's us against them.
It was the Valley. That was the first
and there are far more people from the Valley than were from Valley Center to watch the games. There's a huge crowd up there. I still call it San Diego Stadium. It's no longer there, but it was Qualcomm at the time. And he listed that as one of his biggest thrills coaching, was that game against Brawley where there's so many people, 18,000 people. He was named the Cal High Sports State Medium School Coach of the Year after that narrow victory in 2005. And in that 5-year stretch from 07 to 2011, Valley Center boasted a record of 56-8.
Wow.
Many of his players went on to play in Division I. One of them was Trevor Riley, who was a first-team All-Pac-12 linebacker, and he was the Bleacher Report first-team All-American while playing at Utah before headed to the NFL with New England, the Jets, and the Dolphins. And now he's a tight end coach at Jackson State. And you know who the coach is?
Yeah, Deion
Sanders, exactly. So that's kind of cool. Only the legendary Herb Meyer with 339 wins at El Camino and Oceanside, and John Carroll's 248 wins in Oceanside tops Rob's 243. A legend at Valley Center. We'll miss seeing him on the sideline. It was always cordial to us. We've always been treated so well up at Valley Center. The Jaguars are seated number 11 in Division II. They travel tonight to San Marcos to face the Knights in that one.
Yeah, he was a great guy. I've always loved going there. In fact, Valley Center, that's the game that put them on the map. I had no idea who Valley Center was until they played Brawley that.
Oh, yeah, that was the same with me.
You hear from then on, you've always heard about it.
And they always had one of the most stellar defenses, too, in all of San Diego County, regardless of what division it was in. They were always so tough to play, whether they were home or away. And at one time, back in those early 2000s, they reminded me of Bobby Bowden's Florida State teams, where they would play anywhere. They just go play them, you know. And they always played him tough, many times winning. So, yeah, it was. It'd be sad not seeing him on the sideline. It'd be interesting to see who takes over there. But yeah, he'll be retiring as soon as Valley Center loses in the playoffs, and that'll be it for him. And the number 11 seed and playing at San Marcos tonight. Few people you've heard of that have graduated Patrick Henry. We'll talk about them Our halftime report continues. The score, Imperial 27, Patrick Henry 7.
Start that day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best tea in the valley with different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, bold, fresh flavor. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has supported all sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping our kids busy with school activities. Members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, call Betty or Larry Zinn at 760-355-1312. That's 760-355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Got to point out, too, Andy and Doug Cox and Josh listening in again, and we appreciate you guys listening in here.
And another one I have up from where I work, Telephant Prison, Gabe Chacon. Gabe Chacon. Gabe and I played a lot of softball against each other.
Oh, okay, great.
For years and years and years. And Gabe said he's going to be listening in.
It's only the second time the Tigers have played the Patriots. Patrick Henry's been around. It's just straight north of San Diego State on the north side of Interstate 8. But there's been quite a few alums that you probably host of, both in football and in baseball.
Okay.
Leading Heisman Trophy winner Ricky Williams. Played at Texas and then went on to play for the Dolphins in the NFL. Graduate 1995 in Patrick Henry.
He was a Patrick Henry?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yep. Current Indianapolis Colts wide receiver Desmond Patmon, the class of 2016. In baseball, current Houston Astro David Hensley was brought up to the major league team tonight. He's the tallest player on the Astros roster at 6'6". Went to Patrick Henry, class of 2014. Former major leaguer Matt Noakes.
No way.
Remember? Yep. Played for the Giants. Was in the ALCS with the Tigers in 87. Also played for the Yankees and Orioles and Rockies.
Wow.
Class of 81. And then one that you will remember, since you're a Dodger fan.
Okay.
Eric Karros.
No way.
Yeah. Patrick Henry, class of 1985.
I thought he was Canadian.
There you go. He's
Patrick. Ricky Williams. That cannot be.
Yeah, I remember when he played at Patrick Henry, and he was Offensive Player of the Year in San Diego County. No surprise there. And then went on to play for the University of Texas, got the Heisman Trophy, and then went on to play in the pros for the Dolphins. I remember him playing for the Dolphins. But yeah, he went to Patrick Henry and was in the class of 1995. And then if you want to go into the movies, there's a lot of directors and producers in Hollywood that went to Patrick Henry. But Annette Bening was a 5-time Academy Award nominee, class of 1975. So a lot from that school of Patrick Henry across.
American President. That was one of my favorite movies. She was in it.
Yeah, so anyways. Kind of neat.
That is neat.
People that have come from the school like that, and throw some names out there. The Tigers have come back onto the field, getting ready for this second half of play, leading at 27-7, and the Tigers are beginning the football here in the second half. And watching Ethan Gonzalez down there kicking the ball around.
He's a soccer player.
He's a soccer player. Just watching him kicking the football around as if it were a soccer ball. And so,
well, I tell you what, and Mick, between you and Lee Elder, encyclopedias.
It's fun to go and research stuff and look at things and see what stuff is happening. And I really appreciate Lee stepping in each and every week to listen in from Talmadge, Ohio, to listen in to we were doing. And when he gets some thought into his head of something that happened while he was the news sports editor at the Imperial Valley Press, he'll chime in with that. And I really appreciate that to bring up stuff. And so we really enjoy Lee being back there and talking sports with him. Really enjoy that. You may hear the siren in the backfield, the background, and that's the chart for the players to get ready for this second half. Tigers will be getting the ball first here in the second half, leading 27-7 over the Patriots of Patrick Henry. The winner of this game will be in La Jolla next Friday night against the Bishops Knights, and they are good. They're 8-2. Stacked, have played a tough schedule this year, can really bring up the points. So whoever plays them next week better be on their top game, because the Bishops is a very good team, and they're seeded number 4
in the playoffs.
Look at this. We're going to have Angel Barone and J.J. Jimenez back to receive for the Tigers. Save some legs, possibly, for next week.
Kind of nice when we see different numbers get out there. And we saw that last week, too, where you were able to mention different players that were out onto the field.
Yeah, and I kept saying that that QB that came in was Milan, Jacob Milan, that was Ayala the whole time. Let's see. Getting ready to kick off. Oh, what is that?
And they decide not to. Now, when you run past the line of scrimmage like that, is that not? I guess nothing gets touched. So
I don't know why you did that.
Kicker completely stopped and turned around and walked back. So Montega will try it again, try to maybe throw the Tigers off a little bit, perhaps. It's going to be a high, not necessarily long one that Perez will get at the 22-yard line. Sutter sets the 25, will run out across the 30-yard line to the 31, and that's where the Tigers will take over possession 1st and 10, and they will be at their own 31-yard line. See which quarterback will start this second half.
See, 15 going
Ayala,
out.
yeah. Ayala will start it
15
off.
going out along with Rashad. Oh, Seth is out there. That's Shaw. Who's going out? Okay, so Rashad's going out to the right, nice and right. Nixon off to the left by himself.
1st and 10 Tigers from their own 30-yard line to open up the second half of play, leading the Patriots 27-7. Jared Nixon will come out to the near side. 3 wide receivers to the right for Imperial. Ayala at quarterback. And up fakes the handoff, going to roll out to the right side. Looks downfield, going to pass it. Tries to get it to Robinson. It looked like he kind of got tackled, but I think the pass was thrown away from him. Wouldn't be able to get it anyway. It'll be a second down and 10.
Yeah, you can see Rashad is favoring that left ankle from last week. Or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he just hasn't been able to play full bore since that injury in the Calexico game, now a month ago. Shaw stays in the backfield, along with Ayala, quarterback. Gio Robles will go wide right, along with Robinson and Devin Meza. Ayala looks at his plays on the wrist and barks out the signal, seat side of the line for the Tigers. Now claps his hands, waiting for the snap. We'll hand it off to Shaw at the middle. Steph will get across the 30-yard line to about the 32, giving a gain of a couple. 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Trying to get you a number 20, I think it was 26. To tackle Jaden Wilson.
And Richard will come to the sideline now and will be replaced by Zach Ray, who will go into the slot to the right side for Imperial. Kind of funny when you look at the players and all of them look at the wrists.
Yeah. That's it started. Yeah. They're getting faster, though. Before, a couple of weeks ago, it was like it's taking forever.
Ayala at quarterback will send Shaw to his right side. Gets the snap, back to pass. That's up. Going to look out to the far side. Finds Zach Ray, completes it for the 1st down, out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. A 14-yard gain and a 1st down for Imperial.
Josh Hollander did a good job of getting big Zach down all by himself.
He is a big target, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I'd love to throw to him if I had to.
Mm-hmm. Sure-handed, too.
Yeah.
All comes in his area. He catches it. 4 of 6 for 61 yards for Jaden Ayala at quarterback for Imperial. Have 3 wide receivers to the left side as they bring Robinson back into the lineup. Zach Ray goes to the sideline. Shaw in the backfield. Take the handoff, back to pass, throws out the right side, completes to Jared Nixon, who gets hit, knocked out of bounds just shy of the 1st down in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 1 for Imperial.
Just a little out pattern, a quick hitter. Billy Blackwell was able to push him out.
First catch of the night for Jared, his 14th of the season.
So remember the one in black. Remember he did the same route right there, cut it, 2 hands on the outside, and turned it upfield. And he was gone.
2nd down and 1 from the Patriot 45. Take the handoff, throw it out on the near side to Rashad Robinson to get the 1st down. Breaks some tackles, get down and finally brought down to the 30-yard line after a gain of 15 and a 1st down for Imperial.
Ooh. He looked good there, though. He looked
pretty well on that one, yeah.
He sure looks like he's hurting on the way, going out to the right side. Great job by
85 yards of passing by Ayala tonight. He has completed 6 of 8 passes and a touchdown.
Yep. I like the way he slings it. Do like the way he slings it.
He doesn't hesitate. Don't worry. He turns and passes. Boom.
And I like the way he addresses the ball. Right above his
snap. And off to Shaw up the middle. Shaw's going to get stacked up, and he'll get to the 30. Make it the 29-yard line. Give him a gain of 1. Second down and 9.
He did have a good hold run through, though. And that defensive back came up and made the stop. Usually he won't go down. One man trying to take him down.
50 yards on 7 carries. Does have a touchdown earlier tonight, which was his 11th of the season. Take the handoff back to pass. Throws it in and out of the hands of Jared Nixon.
Threw it behind him.
Oh, penalty flag. It's going to be a late hit. Yeah, he did put his helmet down. The Patriot that came up to make the stick was Billy Blackwell. But
he knew it. He walked away right away.
Yeah.
He knew it.
Yeah, there was no argument to it at all. Incomplete pass. Let's see.
I believe they're not moving the ball, so. There he goes. Now they're marching.
And they'll take that. It's going to be a late hit, and sportsmanlike late hit. It's not going to be a targeting call as such, but he did lead with his helmet into the chest of Nixon after the ball was completely missed. They'll bring it down to the 15-yard line, and the Tigers will have a 1st and 10 at the 15.
We are coming out. Robles is coming out. Zach Ray going in. Got Rashad and Devin Mesa out wide to the right.
Shaw in the backfield behind Ayala. Ray will go into a slot right. And it out to Shaw up the middle. Going to get stacked up. Not going to have any room to run there at all. Will gain a yard on play. It'll be a 2nd down and 9 from the 14.
I don't like the way he ran into that pile with his. Look, his knee might have been hurt. He was able to roll out of.
Going to show 0 gain actually on that one, so no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 from the 15. Shaw will stay in the backfield along with Ayala. The snap, handed off, finds a little bit of a gap on the right side, then turns upfield. Nothing there after that. He'll get a couple of yards on it, but a 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Tigers.
About 2-yard gain there. Brought down by number 44, Cole Altmeyer. I just noticed we have Max at right tackle, Max Alvarez, Connor Jose Apodaca. Get your numbers on the left side of the line.
3rd down and 8 for the Tigers from the Patriot 13-yard line. Shaw moves to the right side of Ayala, who goes back to pass. Going to throw it to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Out-jumped him.
Just out-jumped him. Gio Robles will come up with a touchdown, his 3rd reception for a touchdown tonight. This one goes for 13 yards, and the Tigers are up 33-7.
Love it. We got to take advantage of it. He's got at least a foot on that kid.
Oh, yeah. And his jumping ability, like you said, playing basketball, that he made it look easy.
Yeah, he did.
He really did.
He's so smooth. Everything he does is so smooth. Only a freshman. Unbelievable.
So for Ayala, his 2nd touchdown pass of the night, his 3rd of the season, and we haven't seen that many tosses from him.
He bounced it. He bounced it to CJ. He's having problems.
CJ will get up and he'll get the 2-point conversion, though, just on athletic ability alone. So CJ will get the 2-point conversion to make it 35-7 after the snap was mishandled.
Oh, he bounced it. It bounced twice before he got there. He's having a tough time tonight. Usually he's spot on.
So it's 7:17 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. It's now the Tigers 35 and the Patriots 7.
Wake up with Kxo Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Kxo Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Kxo Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Kxo Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Scoring drive for the Tigers, 10 plays, 70 yards, uses 4 minutes, 38 seconds off the clock. And That's by the 13-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Ayala to Gio Robles. The third touchdown reception for Robles tonight. 2-point conversion by Tiernan. And the kickoff will go to the Patriots. They'll bring it out to the 30-yard line up the middle. And that's where they have the ball, 1st and 10.
Good return for the Patriots.
35-7, the Tigers lead it with now 7:10 remaining in the third quarter play.
Brought down hard by Darian Romo. Got him with his 3rd tackle of the night. Let's see. Everything's staying the same. Yep. Defensively, we're staying the same.
Tiger defense out on the field now. The Patriots go over to their sideline to talk to their head coach. Colby Davies, his first year as head coach with the Patriots.
And you said he came from where?
He was originally from Vancouver, Washington, before he came into... Maybe in Vancouver here in a couple of weeks. We have Oregon, and then Peg's brother Paul has a church in Vancouver. We may go up and see him. We hope to do that. 1st and 10 for the Patriots from their own 30. And up to Nuruddin over the left side. Tiger's going to stack him up at the line of scrimmage. He'll get a couple of yards. In fact, power his way for a couple of yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 8 from the 32.
The ball did come out, but I think he was already down.
He's just a yard away from 100 yards tonight. 99 yards in 20 carries for Nuruddin. That's carrying a lot of load there.
Yeah.
Rushing.
And you know who brought him down? A little nose guard, 51. Pedro Serra Jr. I was trying to get a slice on him.
Round 2 of the playoffs next week in Bishops in La Jolla against the winner of tonight's game. We'll be bringing it to you live next week. Going to be a pitch to Nuruddin around the right side. He'll put his head down and power his way out to the 35-yard line. They get the 36, gain of 4, 3rd down and 4.
Angel Mesa made the first hit, and then Zach Ray helped him.
That'll put him over 100 yards in the game, 103 yards on 21 carries. For Nuruddin, as we said, he doesn't look that awfully big at 6 foot and 205, but he runs hard.
Yeah, he does. That's a big.
Right,
strong. That right from the beginning. I don't know what might have happened with their speed that went down. The running back that went down. Might have been a different game.
Yeah, it might have been. Is that him standing on the far right over there? 2nd to the right? We'll look in a second. Handed off Nuruddin over the left side this time. He's going to get stacked up at the line of scrimmage after a gain of about a yard. Make it a gain of 2. We'll give it to him. Be a 4th down, though, and a couple from the 38.
That's what I like to see. JJ and Zach Ray making all the stops up the middle.
I don't think that's Presley.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think maybe he's probably taking his uniform off. I don't see him on the sideline at all. So 4th down and 2 from the 28. See if the Tiger defense can step up again as the Patriots just 2 yards away from a 1st down, but it's a tough 2 yards as they're at their own 38-yard line, trailing the Tigers 35-7. And Nuruddin again, fakes going to the left, to the right, and the Tigers are going to hold him. He's only going to get a yard gain, and the Tigers defense holds him at the 39-yard line, and Imperial will take over 1st and 10 from the Patriot 39.
J.J. Jimenez, again from linebacker position, got great penetration. Hit him in the backfield. He was lucky to get back to where he did.
There's nothing there. The Tigers defense really stepped up big on that. So 1st and 10 Imperial, they're at the Patriot 39-yard line, and Gavin Robles comes back in at quarterback for Imperial. Started out the game and was 3 of 6. Make it 3 of 7 for 96 yards before being replaced by Ayala, who got some snaps in himself. That's good to see. Get some extra people in there. He's going to take the handoff. Wow, Robles going to catch it and throw it out to the side. That's a fumble. It's a backwards throw. And the penalty flag goes down right at the line of scrimmage. I think we're going to have a hold against Imperial. If Jonathan were watching Kansas, he would say it's going to be a hold. We'll see what that's called.
Alan Phillips, good to see him back out on the...
And it is a hold against Imperial. So Jonathan got the call right again. We hope to make it back to see John and Nora and the boys at Christmas this year. I've never spent a Christmas outside of Imperial.
Never.
After 63 years, I'm finally going to get to do it. Lord willing, we can go back there.
Freezing cold.
It will be cold, but it will be neat.
It'll be cold next weekend, too, when you head up to...
Oh, yeah, up in La Jolla.
See Tommy and his...
Yeah, and then Brian, then we go up to Oregon. When we head up there, it's going to be... It's been cold and rainy up in Oregon lately. Highs in the low 50s and rain. So, get all washed up. I'm not sure, did they pull the flag up? Because nothing was...
Nothing, yeah.
It's just going to be an incomplete pass. And it'll be a second down for the Tigers from the 39. They declined it. Okay, so they declined it. And back to pass is Robles. Sets up, throws over the middle, going to complete his assist. Shaw gets hit originally and then turned backwards and is pushed away for an extra 5 yards. All the way down to the 30-yard line. There's going to be a gain of 9 on that. Wow, that's all set.
He pushed 3 guys for 5 more yards.
So 3rd down and 1 from the 30-yard line. Second catch of the night for Shaw. And it goes for 9 yards. Man, that was all him.
Yeah. I wonder what he could have done if we would have fed him dinner tonight.
Robles will come to the sideline now at quarterback. And C.J. Kiernan will come in. And we'll run the squad. He'll be under center on a 3rd down and 1 from the 30-yard line. And he'll hand it off to Shaw for right tackle. Gets the first down, breaks open a little bit, gets inside the 20-yard line, and down to the 17 and a first down for the Tigers on a gain of 13 by Seth Shaw.
I got faked out. I kept watching CJ. I thought CJ kept that. I didn't see Seth until he was already behind the linebackers.
Down to the 17-yard line, Shaw's carry of 13 yards gives him now 65 on 10 carries, and they're going to fake the handoff this time. CJ's going to carry it, but it didn't fake the defense off at all. And there will be maybe a loss of a yard or got back to the line of scrimmage. If I'm going to get the line of scrimmage, it'll be a second and 10.
That's where my brother Art used to excel, right there in the pitch, reading the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as he seen that linebacker, boom.
He was so good at running the triple option.
Line pitch.
Yep.
So good at it.
It's good as seeing the linebacker, then seeing the defensive end, and pitch.
Now, what great times, huh?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Wonderful times.
JC, Arnold, Ricky. Oh, gosh. The speed,
good memories.
Speed we had.
Ollie Perez into the lineup now. Hand it off to Shaw on the left side. I've got to get those different cleats. You talked about it last week. He tripped over the 15-yard line and fell down, and it's a 3rd down now after a gain of 2, 3rd and 8.
He's got his turf shoes on instead of grass. Rashad just went in. Like to see him get a few carries in at least.
So Richard comes into the lineup. So Shaw to the sideline. Ray comes to the sideline, and Perez out on the field, and a legal substitution against Tigers. So have a 5-yard penalty and make it a 3rd down and 13 and bring it back to the 20.
I don't know that one. That one's over in my head.
Yellow come back in at quarterback, it looks like, for the Tigers. Perez will come to the sideline. Gio Robles is on the field. Zach Ray on the field. Jared Nixon will go wide, and he'll come to the near side as Robles will go to the right side. Devin Meza will go into the slot to the right, and Robinson will be in the backfield with junior quarterback Jaden Ayala. Ayala in the shotgun. Back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Looks into the end zone. Throws it in. Complete just outside the stretched out hands of Devin Meza.
That would have been pretty.
Wow.
If they could have completed that.
He really tried hard on that.
He got behind his defenders, too.
So it'll be a 4th down and 13 from the 20. Shall we try a long field goal?
We are.
Awesome. Gonzalez will come in to attempt a long field goal.
You got a mental block, so hopefully you can get a good snap off this time.
Ball was going to be placed at the 27-yard line, so this would be a 37-yard attempt. Turning on the hole, and the Tigers really had some troubles with the snaps tonight. Good snap this time. Ball is down, the kick is up, and he just didn't get his leg into it. Went to wide right, not long, wide right. I don't know if he slipped. The way it looked like afterwards, he may have slipped on that, on his plant foot, but it will go in no good. And the Patriots defense holds this time with 1:43 to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Tigers leading it by a score of 35-7.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230. KXOL Centro.
Thank you, Dale, along with George Grijalva here in Imperial as the Tigers hosting Patrick Henry in the opening round of the San Diego Section CIF Division III playoffs. And the Patriots with the ball first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Try to update you on some other local teams in action tonight in just a moment. Ruiz at quarterback, fakes the handoff, going to throw it, and it goes incomplete. It was intended for Lee, who scored their touchdown earlier. It'll be a 2nd down and 10.
Oh, it says 5-0. Brawley in the 4th.
5-0, so a safety, a field goal, and a safety. And they've helped now Carmel no score. Defense really playing stout tonight for the Wildcats.
Off the top of the head, do you remember how many points Mount Carmel scored against these guys?
I think it was 28-21.
Okay, that's what it was.
I remember right.
Yeah.
So Reese will bring into the backfield Connor Nix in the backfield along with him. He'll be as a blocking back. Hand it off to Nuruddin. Nuruddin gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. Good job of coming up. Stepping up big for the Tigers. Angel Meza. Wow. That was a good stop coming up from
Is that who it was? Angel.
Yeah,
Great.
Bet.
Great penetration. As soon as he got the handoff, he was on him.
He was on, yep. No gain at all. 3rd down and 10 from the 20.
And we got 12 Campos coming out. Who went in for him? Can't spot anybody yet.
So 3rd down and 10 from the 20. Patriots stand back up and look over at the sideline after they were ready, and now they're going to audible and do something different. Nuruddin will be in the backfield, along with Reese, a quarterback from the shotgun. Gets the snap, back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Going to throw deep into Imperial territory. Tipped away at the last moment again. Angel Barone again at the last moment tipping it away.
Yeah, he's
timing that stuff out.
He turned his head right at the last second. Was able to knock it down. Wow. I'm glad he didn't try to catch that.
Yep, that was a good job again of deflecting the pass. And a 3rd down, making a 4th down and 10 from the 20, and the Patriots will have to punt.
That was Caleb Walters that came in for 12 Campos.
Okay.
He must have come up.
Montega in for the punt. Deep to receive Seth Shaw right at the 50-yard line. Good snap back. Punt gets off, going to go off the side of his foot a little bit. It's going to hit at the 45-yard line and take a Patriot bounce. Shaw will go back to his 46 to pick it up around the far side. Will get knocked out of bounds at the Patriot 47, and that's where Imperial will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Patrick Henry 46-yard line.
Okay. Let's see who's going out here. He's right here by the coach.
39 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter play, with Imperial leading at 35-7.
Robles coming out. Rashad Robinson.
Perez in the lineup. You probably hear maybe family members in front of us for Holly to get out there. Shaw comes to the sideline. As he said, Rashard Robinson goes into the lineup for Imperial. 39 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter play. And Perez will come to the near side along with Gio Robles and Devin Meza. Jared Dixon will go to the far side. And Gavin Robles at quarterback.
Robles to Robles again. Let's do it.
Snap, and off to Rashard Robinson around the left side. Rashard tries to turn the corner, not going to be able to. Just doesn't have the snap in his leg at all. Big gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9 from the 45. Yeah, you can just tell. He just doesn't have the gas.
Those legs are moving quick, but he's not going anywhere.
Nope.
There's no push.
Just a yard gain on that one. And that's his first ball carry tonight. He had the catch earlier in the game of 19 yards, but that's the first time he's carried the ball. 13 seconds to go. Probably one more play in this 3rd quarter. Robles, hand it off again, up the middle. Sharp finds a little bit of room. We'll get inside the 40-yard line to near the 1st down of the 37. And that will bring the 3rd quarter to an end with the score. The Imperial Tigers 35 and the Patrick Henry Patriots 7.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
El Zarape restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230. KXO El Centro.
Beginning the fourth quarter, the Patriots heading to the south, going right to left on your dial. All white uniforms, green trim. Tigers with the red jerseys, white pants tonight, and the white trim on their jerseys, the numbers with the white piping down the helmet. IT on one side, their number on the other of the helmet. Shaw back in and running back. Handoff up the middle. And I don't think he made it. I think he's going to be short. No gain on the play. Yeah, it'll be a 4th down and 1 for the Tigers from the 37. There's just nothing there.
Nope. There's at least 3 defenders there for the Patriots.
So Gavin Robles will come back in at quarterback as Ayala will come to the side. And Rashard Robinson steps out for a moment, and head coach Shaw will bring it back, and Ray will come to the sideline as well. And Tiernan also thought about going out, but comes back to the sideline. And the Tigers with a 4th down and 1 from the Patriot 37-yard line will have Shaw in the backfield with Gavin Robles. Oh, they did give him the 1st down. I just noticed that.
They did. They sure did.
Wow. Okay, so it's 1st and 10. We stand corrected. They did get the 1 yard on that. And back to passes Robles. Looks out to the near side. Going to complete it to Ali Perez. And Perez will catch the ball. Will twist his way inside the 35-yard line to about the 33. And that'll be Barker the 34-yard line. So it'll be a 2-yard catch on that.
Hassan Nordin went all the way to the sideline to make that tackle for the Patriots. He's going to do it on the way home. Going both ways.
Gavin Robles will stay out on the field. He has his brother Gio wide to the left, and there's a lot of football territory out there for him.
1-on-1 again.
Yeah, here we go. Gavin going to hand it off to Shaw up the middle. Breaks to the outside of the 30-yard line and twists his way to about the 27, very near the 1st down. And we'll keep an eye. It will be a 1st down for Seth Shaw. Good job.
Little side step to the right, and then he ran into his own player.
Mark it at the 26-yard line.
Right in the back of Nixon. I can't believe it went down that easy.
Gain of 8. And the 1st down for the Tigers now at the 26-yard line. Robles will switch positions with Rashard Robinson wide to the left, along with Devin Mays out there. Jordan Nixon to the near side. Shaw in the backfield with Robles. Moves over to his left side. Gets the hand up the middle. And man, they were waiting for that one. There'll be no gain. In fact, a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 10. Pull it back to the 27.
The way he was telling those guys to switch positions, I thought for sure he was going out that way.
Clock rolling down to 9.5 minutes remaining in the game. Imperial 35. Patrick Henry 7. Winner will be in La Jolla against Bishop, number 4 seed next Friday night. Robles takes the handoff, throws over the middle. Oh, behind the intended receiver, Rashard Robinson. It will fall incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
And he looked to the sideline as soon as he threw that behind the receiver, Rashard Robinson.
107 yards of passing tonight for Gavin. Has completed 7 of 10 passes for that amount. But 100 yards there. Ayala, 98 yards, over 2. A little bit over 200 yards of passing for the Tigers tonight. Robles at quarterback from the shotgun. takes the handoff. Over the side. He threw it behind, way behind Zach Ray. I'm not sure whether it's miscommunication or just threw in the bad spot. But
that's the same exact thing. They just ran. Both quarterbacks threw behind the receivers.
Yeah.
I think maybe they're supposed to be cutting off to the right or the left.
Zach was open, just way behind him. So 4th down and 11 from the 27.
Looks like there might be a timeout.
And a timeout on the field. 9-11 remaining in the ball game. It's Imperial 35, Patrick Henry 7.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma's floor covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I mean blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tile, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's Floor Covering today, 220 North J Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering.
On a 4th and 11, the Tigers are going to try for it at the Patriots' 27-yard line. Gavin Robles at quarterback. Gets the snap, steps back into the pocket, looks downfield, over the middle, has a receiver over his head. Devin Meza gets a hand on it, but he was open right at the goal line. Incomplete. The Tigers will turn the ball over on down.
Oh, somebody blew an assignment in the back defensive backfield. Oh, just overthrew him.
Just barely got a hand on it.
He
was open. He was there.
If he puts a little air on that, I think that's a completion.
5 of 12 completions tonight for Gavin Robles, but for 107 yards and including a touchdown. Patriots will take over possession with 9:06 remaining in the ball game and trailing the Tigers 35-7. This opening round of Division 4 San Diego Section CIF action here on KXO Radio, 1230 on your dial, also on the YouTube channel, on the internet, kxoradio.com.
I think the only change I see is number 41 out there.
1st and 10 Patriots from their own 27. Ruiz at quarterback, goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Now it gets flushed out of the pocket. Goes out to the far side. Has a receiver. Nuruddin going to catch it at the 32. Will get the first down all the way to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 and a first down for the Patriots.
Devin Mesa brings it up, and not until after he made the first down.
A little bit out of nothing there.
Yeah. They had great penetration. He found him out by himself up to the right.
Only the second completion in 13 attempts for Ruiz, but for 49 yards on the 2 catches, 1 for a touchdown. 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 40-yard line, just shy of the 40. Ruiz in the shotgun, hands it off Nuruddin up the middle, puts his head down across the line of scrimmage, will get about 3 yards on the play to near the 43-yard line. It'll be a second down and about 6.
Oh, 64, that's who it is. Max Alvarez. He sure hit Darren Romo hard. He initiated the contact there.
111 yards on 25 carries unofficially for Hassan Nuruddin. Preston to duty with most of the rushing tonight. They expected Presley to get him, but went down with injury. Bad snap, back to pass release. Goes at the near side. Has the receiver going to complete it to him at the 47-yard line. Could be about a yard short of the first down. And that's a player we don't have a name on. May have brought him up from the junior varsity team. I'm not sure. But pass will go to number 26.
And he was brought down by Caleb Walters. I think he might have come up too from the JV. I don't even have him on my stat sheet here.
It's going to be a 3rd down and a yard from the 47 after that gain of 4. Nice set of hands and a good pass on that, though.
Yeah. Put it right on the money.
And from the pistol formation this time, Nuruddin straight behind. The quarterback gets the call over the left side. It's a wall to the line of scrimmage, but his second effort will get across the 50-yard line to the 48, a gain of 6 and a first down for the Patriots.
Gonzalo Gerardo hit right at the line of scrimmage. He was able to carry him with him.
That was quite a hit, though, too.
Yeah, he did. Good hit.
He stood him up hard, but Nuruddin just had that extra 7 yards of running to run into him. So the 48 for the Tigers, 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
I sure thought Steeman was reaching for that flag because I thought he did learning the running back.
Time Nuruddin gets the call around the right side, turns the corner, has some room to run. We'll get the first down to the 35. Inside the 35, still running to the 30, and a first down for the Patriots. A gain of 18 yards by Nuruddin and a first down.
Trying to get a number there. We brought him down 22.
134 yards rushing by Hassan Nuruddin, and a timeout call by the Tigers with 6:11 remaining in the game. It's Imperial 35, Patrick Henry 7.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Player going down on the field was Hassan Nuruddin. After he had that hard run, he was on the ground for a while. I think he was just getting arrested.
Yeah, probably. He's got to be better. There's no way.
Yeah, he's been playing linebacker and playing running back, and he's now carried the ball 27 times for 134 yards.
Ooh, workhorse.
Yeah. And like I said, he wasn't expected to run maybe 5 times tonight because Caprice Presley is their leading ball carrier on the year. And he went down with injury very early in the game. In fact, only carried 4 times for 21 yards and either hurt an ankle or a knee. And he has not returned to the game and don't expect to see him back. So Nuruddin has picked up the pieces and 27 carries, 134 yards. His first 100-plus yard rushing game of the season.
Oh, okay. Well, he's done an excellent job for them.
He's a senior. And let's see who's coming in to run. It's going to be it's going to be Lafont. Who's the ball? 1st and 10 Patriots from the Tiger 30-yard line. Reese goes back to pass. Heavy rush. Going to throw it into the end zone and way away. He had to rush that one, though.
Yeah, he did.
So the ball goes incomplete. It'll be a 2nd down.
Yeah, Craig Rollins right on him.
3 completions. 15 attempts for 53 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions for Eli Ruiz, who needed to step in at quarterback tonight as their number 1 quarterback, Malachi Gitman, was suspended for the game. Not sure what.
I don't know what happened. We just said it was suspended.
So Ruiz was not expected probably to get too many snaps, and instead he's going to take all of them tonight. 2nd down and 10 from the 30. Goes back to pass. Looks out in the flat. And a completion to Nuruddin, who's got a head of steam running inside the 20-yard line, still on his feet, down near the 15 before being brought down. I'm going to put it right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 15, and another first down for the Patriots. Nice little swing pass.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Angel Barone did good just to bring him down. That's a big boy to bring down. Barone's not very big.
2nd completion on the night to Nuruddin for 28 yards. This one goes for 15 and a first down. 68 yards passing in the game, about 160 yards rushed. But trailed the Tigers 35-7. 2 interceptions led to touchdowns for the Tigers. One of them actually was a touchdown by Barone. Back to passes, Ruiz. Looks over the middle, throws it, intercepted by the Tigers.
Oh, he went down.
Boy, he stepped right in front of the ball to get the interception. Yeah, Victor Valenzuela. And that is his first interception of the season. And wow, he just came in and stole that.
He did quick. You could see him just a flash coming from left to right here for us. And he went down on his own. I think there's momentum.
I think he did, yeah. He just put everything into it, got the interception, and went down at the 10-yard line, and the Tigers have the ball at their own 10. 1st and 10 with 5:11 remaining in the game and a 35-7 lead. Wow, what a clutch play.
Yeah. We would have seen his wheels right there, all the way to the other end zone.
That's the third interception by the Tigers tonight. Angel Barone had one that went for a touchdown. Seth Shaw had an interception earlier in the game.
Well, we got CJ coming in as running back.
Ayala, quarterback, and Tiernan at running back. Make that Robles at quarterback. Hand it off to Tiernan up the middle. Chris gets stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. And there'll be a gain of maybe 3 yards on the play. Second down and 7.
Good job by Caleb Gray to bring him down. For the Patriots, he fought off the tackle to make that.
Just the second carry for Tiernan tonight. He's good for 3 yards. 4:46 remaining. Clock continues to roll here. The Tigers leading at 35-7 in the ball game. Back to pass Robles. Going to complete it to Meza around the right side. Turns the Jets on and Devin down the near sideline. Is going to be knocked out of bounds, but not until he gets out to the 30-yard line. And a first down for the Tigers at the 30, a gain of 17. Showing some speed.
He showed his speed right there. And then Robles, Gio Robles, good blocking on his defender. He held his block.
124 yards of passing tonight for Gavin Robles and a touchdown. Oh, he's going to hand it off one way, and Tiernan went the other, and it's a good thing he didn't fumble the ball. Going to be brought down, and the ball was scoot out, but he was already brought down at that point. But, yeah, he turned to the right. Tiernan went to the left.
Yeah. And he held it there.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he's going to lose some yardage on that. Yeah, 3-yard loss. Second down and 13, and bring it back to about the 27.
He was hung out to try. I like the way he held it, though, because he's supposed to read it. No, CJ.
No, but he held on to it, didn't fumble it. Yeah, he was not expected to hold on to the ball at all. Tiernan will now move to the left side of Robles, and then now move over to the right. Robles in the shotgun, back to pass. Looks over to the far side, going to throw it behind Zach Ray, way behind him. Devin Meza was wide open, though, out in the flat. Didn't see him. It'll be a third down and 13 from the 27. Stopping the clock with 3:23 to go.
Takes him back to those plays that we had over here where they were throwing behind. This time he curls, and they throw behind the other way. Instead of going out to the left, he's going to throw it behind to the right.
Not sure what kind of miscommunication it may be.
It's got to be.
Because it's way off. It's not like just a bad pass or anything. No, it's way off. Tiernan stays in at running back. Robles goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Throws it deep. As his brother Gio makes the catch at the 35-yard line and down to the 30. First down, Tigers at the Patriot 30-yard line.
He was brought down by number 4 for the Patriots, Chris LaFall. Oh, it's coming back.
Oh,
I missed it. I think
I see the flag now. It's probably going to be a hold against the Tigers. That was a 53-yard. Wow. So a hold will be called against the Tigers, and they'll bring that one back. What a nice pass, though, from Gavin Robles to his brother Gio, 2 years his junior, just a freshman. He is one exciting ball player. If you haven't been to a game, you need to do so next year. The Tigers, this will be their last home game of the season, and you just got to see this young man play because he is something else. He just makes things look so simple.
Yeah. So
as a freshman, it's just unreal.
Effortless.
Yep. So the penalty will bring it back all the way to the 10-yard line. So second down and quite a bit. Back to pass. Going to complete it to Zach Ray at the 20-yard line.
Face mask.
Yeah, face mask, but no call. Don't see a flag on that.
There it is.
And he'll keep going and finally get back all the way to the 30-yard line on that. So it's going to be a 20-yard gain, and we may get a face mask following after it.
Cole Altmaier brought him down. Good struggle there.
Oh, Zach, he's so tough.
Oh,
he's just a tough young
great
kid.
Yeah. So good time to mention it. Zach Ray and Seth Shaw got invited to play in the Spanos All-Star game.
Wow, well, congratulations to them. And do you know when that's going to be?
The 10th of December.
10th of December. Good.
Yeah, and that I don't remember the other All-Star game in San Diego. We have 5 kids going, and I don't remember the other 3, but it's going to be those 2. And it's going to be, the team's going to be coached by the Tiger coaching staff.
Oh, how nice.
They got invited to coach the All-Star game.
Penalty flag after, it's going to make it a 2nd down and 5 from the 35. They get the 36 they're going to put it down at.
Oh, we just got an update. Castle Park 49, Southwest 18 in the 4th. Chula Vista 35, Calexico 13 in the 3rd.
Oh, wow. Yeah, 35 Calexico would shine in that one.
Yeah.
They played so well last week against Vincent Memorial. And in motion is Robinson. Going to get the wheel pass out to the right side. Completes at the 37-yard line. Straight arms at the 40. Puts his head down to the 47 and down at the 49. And a first down for the Tigers on a gain of 13.
Straight arm and then a big forearm. He comes off. I think he's okay. Came off to the sideline, but I think he's doing okay.
157 yards passing now by Robles. Third catch of the night for Robinson. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 49. Robles back to pass. It's the near side. Can he complete it? Wow, hit hard. 24-24. As Jared Nixon got his hands on the ball, then nailed by Billy Blackwell, who timed it perfectly to get the ball out.
Oh.
2nd down and 10 for the 49.
You see that helmet snap?
That was a hit.
That was a hit.
That was a hit. So 2nd down and 10 from the 49. Stops the clock with 1:28 to go. Robles stays in the quarterback with Tiernan next to him, and Robles back to pass. Going to forward to the far side. Going to complete it to Zach Ray at the 45 of the Patriots. Who gets a good move to get down to about the 35 before being brought down. A gain of 14 and a first down. They get a gain of 15 and a first down for the Tigers.
Zach showed a little bit of speed that he's got. And I had him as a 10-year-old. All we did with him was bunt. He's lefty.
Mm-hmm.
And all we did is have a bunch of third base, and he not run. So even when they brought him in, I said, "You still bunt?" I used to tell him. He's so fast.
Back to pass again is Robles. Pump fake. Now going to look deep. To throw it deep as a receiver, incomplete. Had 2 guys in the area, Nixon and Meza, but broken up. And Gio was looking over there saying, well,
he stopped right here by himself.
I'm big brother. Didn't you see me here? It'll go incomplete. 2nd down at 10. Stopping the clock with 50.5 seconds to go.
What do we got? 2nd?
Yep, 2nd down and 10 from the 35. 50 seconds to go. Gio Robles will come to the sideline as Ali Perez will come in. And everybody will bring in, that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring these guys in to take a knee. So the Tigers will take the snap and take a knee a couple of times and call this one good. And the Tigers win their opening round of CIF with a big victory over the Patrick Henry Patriots. The final score will be Imperial 35 and Patrick Henry 7. We'll be on the road in La Jolla Friday night as the number 5 Tigers take on the number 4 Knights of the Bishop School.
Never been there. I don't even know where that school's at.
I'm going to have to look at a map myself. I've never been.
Raleigh 8. Crown nothing in the 4.
Raleigh 8-0.
Wow. So they got a field goal since the last safety.
And that will be the end of it. The Tigers will get the win. Impressive one as they lead throughout. And the final score, Imperial 35, Patrick Henry 7. We'll be back to recap it in just a moment.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has supported all sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping our kids busy with school activities. Members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, call Betty or Larry Zinn at 760-355-1312. That's 760-355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma Floor Covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I mean blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tiles, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's Floor Covering today, 220 North J Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering.
Wake up with Kxo Café, open daily at 7 a.m., serving your favorite breakfast, from omelets, pancakes, eggs benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Kxo Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Kxo Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Kxo Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Final score, Imperial 35, Patrick Henry 7. The Tigers would hold a 27-0 lead, make it 27-0 at 1 point is 27-7 at the half. And then the Tigers add their final score. And for you old-timers from Imperial High, you may hear the alma mater in the background as the Pride of Imperial band will be playing it in a moment as the team goes over in front of them. The one score of the second half was on a 10-play, 70-yard drive. They used 4 minutes and 38 seconds of the third quarter. And at the 7:17 mark of the third quarter, after the 13-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Ayala to Gio Robles, the two-point conversion by Chris Tiernan made it the final score of 35-7. In the ball game, the Tigers would have 280 yards passing in the game. Passing. 9 of 19 for 172 yards by Gavin Robles, and then 7 of 11 for 98 yards by Jaden Ayala. Wow. So 200 yards. We're talking about we hadn't had a 300-yard game all season until last week against Southwest, and now back-to-back 200-yard games. So 280 yards in the passing department. The Tigers would add to that, rushing a total of 86 yards, looks like, rushing. Make it 83 yards rushing. Sorry about that. That's right. And so that gives the Tigers 157 yards rushing, along with the 280 passing. We're looking at 400 yards. 457 yards for the Tigers tonight. 400 what? 457 is what I've got on it. And in that, 3 Tiger touchdowns by reception, all by freshman Gio Robles. One of 75 yards, one of 13 yards, another of 26 yards. And that would be his 3 catches in the game, believe it or not. All went for touchdowns. Richard Robinson would have 2 catches for 34 yards. Seth Shaw would have 2 catches for 11 yards. Ollie Perez, 1 catch for 2 yards. Devin Meza, 1 catch for 17 yards. Zach Ray big, though, tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 catches on the night. And let me try adding this up really quick. 26, 38, 47, 61 yards for Zach on that. So a good outing for him on that. And let's see, Jared Nixon had 1 catch for 9 yards also. So the Tigers put up some numbers in the passing department. And then rushing, it was Seth Shaw had that 35-yard touchdown to open up the scoring in the game, would end up with 14 carries and 74 yards. C.J. Tiernan, 2 carries for 3 yards. Robles was stopped at 1 for -3 late in the game. And Rashard Robinson, 2 carries for 9 yards. So unofficially, 457 yards of offense for the Tigers, putting up 35 points on the board and 3 interceptions by Tiger defenders. Seth Shaw had an interception. That was his, fourth of the year, isn't it? Yep, his 4th of the year. Angel Barone had 1. That was his 2nd of the year. And then a late interception for the Tigers, Victor Valenzuela. And that was his first of the season. Forget about Victor. So, so the Tigers offensively and defensively did quite well. Most of the offense for the Patriots would be by Hassan Noureddin. He would have 27 carries, a game-high 134 yards rushing. Caprice Presley had 4 carries for 21 yards, then went down with injury. We did not see him return. That was in the first quarter. The quarterback, Eli Reese, was tackled 3 times for -4. Chris LaFond, 1 carry for 2 yards. So, let's see, mark this down as 155, 157, -4, 153 rushing. And then in the passing department, Eli Reese would complete just 4 passes in 17 attempts for 68 yards and 3 interceptions. Other receptions, Nuruddin had 2 of them for 27 yards. There'd be 1 catch for number 26. We did not get a name on him for 4 yards. And then a 36-yard reception for the touchdown by Vincent Lee. So the 68 with the 153. The Tigers defense gives up 221 yards by compiling 457 on their own. So, wow. A big game for the Tigers.
Big game.
Big win for it.
Great show.
You're talking about the score of the Brawley game.
It ended up 8-0, Brawley.
Brawley won it? Okay.
Palo Verde 36, Mount Miguel 27 final.
Wow, that was close.
Yeah.
That was really close.
And then Chula Vista right now over Calexico 35-27.
Lee Elder was pointing out weird scores in playoffs history. He said Brawley beat Barstow 3-0 at Barstow his first week in the Valley. That goes back a long time. David Nunez kicked a field goal late in the second quarter. I believe it was a first-round game, and Terry Lowe was the coach at Brawley at that time. The old-timers remember Terry Lowe, yeah. So, yeah, thanks for that, Lee. That's a great one to bring up to us. We appreciate that.
What else? So, see if I had anything else.
We'll get some other scores. We'll have those coming up, and we'll return here in Imperial where the Tigers defeated the Patriots 35-7.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
George, were you able to look and see if there's other updated scores? Calexico game, did we get a final on that?
It's not a final, but
Chula Vista leading.
Chula Vista 28, Calexico 13. The last I got. And there it is. I do have another Chula Vista. 35-27 over Calexico, still in the fourth.
And Palo Verde 36-27 on Mount Miguel. That is a final. And Castle Park 49, Southwest 18. That game was close for a long time. Then the Trojans pulling it out.
Yeah, the offense opened up, and they started scoring left and right on them.
And then congratulations to the Brawley Wildcats. Come up with a shutout tonight.
Shutout even.
Yeah. Shutout Mount Carmel. That's kind of surprising. They did a good job on defense, but come up with an 8-0. Is that how that ended up?
8-0. Yeah.
The baseball score of 8-0, and that sets up a big showdown.
Yeah. So
next
Mount
week,
Carmel and these guys played tight, and we played tight against Brawley. Right. We're all even.
So Brawley and Central play again next week.
That's right. I forgot about that. I just thought of that.
The Bell game finished up last week, and Central, with a last-minute touchdown, got the victory. Now they will have to host Brawley next Friday night. That game will be live on KXO next week as Central, number 2 seeded against number 7 Brawley.
Wow.
That's going to be
something. Central.
We'll tell you how Imperial looks and wrap this one up in just a moment.
El Zarape restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, The Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Final score here in Imperial. The Tigers defeat the Patrick Henry Patriots 35-7. And the number 5 seeded Tigers will be in La Jolla against number 4 Bishops. Next Friday night, we will be live on the YouTube channel and also on Kxo Radio by way of internet next week as well. So,
never been there. Looking forward to it. I've never seen that.
It's been quite a while since Imperial played Bishops. I'll need to look it up. But I remember the Knights came down here to play, and their field goal kicker went on to play at USC. His name was
that one I did not.
Adam Abrams, I believe was his name, and I remember him coming out and practicing field goals, and he was kicking them from 30, 35, 40, 45, and he wasn't very big. I'm like, wow, that kid can really kick and punt. He'd kick them to the coffin corners like you can't believe. Now, that man, this kid's going somewhere. Well, he ended up going. He ended up kicking at USC, so yeah, he did pretty well for himself. I don't think he made it to the NFL, but kicked with USC. And anyways, but the Knights have played here against Imperial, but that's going way back into the 90s. So I'm not sure when the last time Imperial played Bishops, but we'll look it up this week in our research, and we will let you know next Friday night. I want to thank everybody for listening to us tonight again. It was nice hearing from Kathy up there in Alpine. It's been a while since we had her chiming in with us. Roy back in Texas, and Bill Teets listening out in L.A., but usually out of Missouri, and everybody here in the Valley that listens in.
My son out in Imperial Beach.
Right.
He said they were listening in. He said we sounded good with his wife Lamont. Art and Tracy were going to listen in from Lakeside.
Edward and Lois listening in at home tonight.
Hopefully we'll get to see them in KQ Ranch and come. Maybe they can drive up to the game with us.
Maybe they can.
KQ Ranch.
There you go. You can go.
There we go.
You'll be going back and forth from there.
Go ahead. And then you'll be driving north.
And it will be,
I'm glad it's you, not me.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll be heading up to Oregon before long. So yeah, sometime this month we'll be heading up that way for Thanksgiving with our middle son,
awesome.
Tommy, and his wife Rachel, and the kids. And so we're looking forward to that as well. Any final thoughts that you had tonight?
Well, it started last week.
Yep.
We had a 300 game. We talked about the 300 game, and they carried over. Now 400 games.
Showing some offense. Great job of both having Robles at quarterback, and Ayala did a great job again at quarterback. And that freshman receiver, Gio Robles, 3 touchdown receptions tonight. He's going to be something special this team.
We opened it up, so hopefully we keep rolling.
That'll wrap it up here in Imperial. Final score again, Imperial 35, Patrick Henry 7. On behalf of George Grijalva and Mickey Dale, returning him back to the main studios of KXO, and we'll talk to you again on Friday night.
The best oldies on the radio.
KXO El Centro.
AM 1230 KXO.